big way. I think those guys have been through so much, and these are the times where someone shines, someone comes up that you just didn't expect, and in a series so tight, sometimes that's all the difference to being a Stanley Cup champion.
Here are the things I have learned this series. Momentum is a real thing. Stuart Skinner, clutch. It is a real thing. And I already knew this, but Connor McDavid is the greatest player in the world. So with all of that being said, I think that Edmonton will end up winning game number 7. I never thought I would have been saying that about a week and a half ago or a week ago. So I know that we're still a day and a half away. It's not ironclad. Which way are you leaning?
You know what? I used to say, Game 7, give me the best goaltender. It's different this year. We talked about the odds-on favorite, the Conn Smythe. Give me the best player in the world in a series so tight. I'm going to give the edge there. So I'd go with Edmonton, but big advantage for Florida being on home ice. It's going to be a heck of a game. Slight edge to Edmonton.
Hey, 1942, will you have a teammate with you? Will it be the Oilers? He's Thomas Hickey. I'm Keith Irizarry.
Consumes us all, trying to keep a level head in the most unsettling of times. Today I've become a beggar.
Game 5 moments away from starting things up here at Acrisure Arena. We welcome you in to Hockey Night Coachella Valley. Evan Pinnick alongside Brant Fuhr, Nick Gizmondo, as well as our own Gino Lamont. Wow, this is going to be a fantastic environment here tonight. Nick, Grant, this is a pivotal game number 5. These two teams know exactly what's at stake. The winner goes to Hershey with a chance to close the series out on Monday. Grant, what do the Firebirds and the Bears each need to do for their respective teams?
Well, I think if you're the Firebirds, you want to push the pace right out of the gate. I think they let the Bears establish the pace last time, let them set their trap up, and they kind of played into the Bears' hands. Whereas tonight, I think they need to get some pucks deep, get some bodies on the puck, and basically force the Bears' hand and not let them get that neutral zone trap set up. They do that, we're going to be successful in this hockey game.
Between the benches to Nick Gizmondo.
All right, boys, thanks. Yeah, this is going to be a big one tonight. I kind of echo exactly what Grant says. The Hershey Bears are coming into this game tonight with a plan. Well, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, and that's exactly what Grant's saying. The Firebirds need to come out of this right from the gate and make sure they're setting the tone both physically as well as on how fast this game is going to be played. Firebirds are the fastest team in the American Hockey League. The Hershey Bears did a real nice job of trapping them through most of that game the other night. That can't happen again tonight. This is all Firebirds, and if they can do what we know they can do in terms of speed and scoring and diversified scoring across the lineup, it's going to be a very big night for the Firebirds and a happy plane ride tomorrow to Hershey.
Grant, you mentioned in the pregame show you talked to Dan Bosma about the trap that the Hershey Bears set.
Yeah, they're very good at setting trap in the neutral zone where they force you to one side. They've got 4 guys waiting for you. And I thought they did a great job of forcing the Firebirds into that trap the last game. to break that trap, you've got to get pucks deep. You've got make your defenseman turn around and have to go back and chase that puck. And you run over a couple of defensemen, all of a sudden they're not that anxious to get back there. So I think with their Firebird speed, they can force their hand and not allow them to get set up in that trap.
Cale Fleury on the ice for the Firebirds. What an outstanding game he had in Game 4. Unfortunate loss for the Firebirds, but he saved the goal in that one and had a great assist on another one.
Yeah, he had a phenomenal assist. The layout straight on his belly, broke up a play with his stick, and then had the presence of mind to make a great pass to Marion Studenic, who then got it to Shane Wright, one of the prettiest goals we've seen in the building.
And Fierzy, that's the kind of effort these guys are going to need tonight. You want that kind of thing from Cale Fleury, the layout. Just throw your body at it. And if you get that effort out of everybody in your lineup, they're in good shape tonight.
Yeah, no, it's all second and third efforts tonight. I mean, you're into crunch time. You're in a best of 7 that goes 2-3-2. You know it's your last home game. You know it's crunch time. And you have to find a way to come up with a win no matter what it takes.
Chris Drieger on the ice as well for the Firebirds. He'll go head-to-head with Hunter Shepard. But for now, we'll send it downstairs to public address announcer Jason Hernandez for tonight's National Anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you now please rise in your duel and Heisman for your hats, and please welcome Jocelyn Nicolau, performing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's bright glare. The girls were singing there, giving proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? In the home of the
More than 10,000 in the building here in Acrisure Arena as the Firebirds get set to tee off with the Hershey Bears in Game 5 of the Calder Cup Finals.
Ceremonial puck drop. Fans, please give a Firebirds territory
Well,
welcome.
there are the Forge, brought to you by Spotlight 29 Casino. Studenic, Devin Shore, John Hayden, that line back together. A little bit of a change-up here from Dan Bilesma, whose family is on the ice right now. The ceremonial puck drop for the Firebirds head coach, soon to be Kraken head coach. His wife, Mary Beth, his son, Brian. Back to our line projections again, presented to you by Spotlight 29 Casino. We look at the forward group now, the defensive pairings. Gustav Olsen, Cale Fleury, Riker Evans, Connor Garrett, Jimmy Schultz, Billy Ottavine. No changes on the Firebirds back in as we now look at the guys between the pipes. Well, Chris Drieger kicks things off for the Birds. Our goaltenders brought to you by Desert Lexus. Drieger has been outstanding. Didn't see a whole lot of shots in this series so far. The Firebirds, for the most part, have been getting the most shots on goal. And Hunter Shepard, the guy on the other end, well, he's been doing a great job of turning them away.
Yeah, you know what? He's been extremely busy, and I thought he had a great bounce-back game the other night where a bit of a tough night, not his fault in Game 3, but in Game 4, as in Game 2, he's the difference in the hockey game.
Game 5 underway at Acrisure Arena. Series is tied at 2. A pivotal Game 5. Buckle up, here we go. Firebirds start back in their own zone. Chris Drieger around the boards. Lands onto the stick of John Hayden. Thrown the other way by Ethan Frank. But the goal scoring started in Game 4, and the Bears 3-2 win. And Hayden able to muscle that one out to center ice after blocking a shot from Chase Prisky. Massey D-to-D with Hendricks LaPierre. A steal by Shore. He's knocked down to the corner by Prisky. And Studenic handles from the corner. Studenic trying to drag it through the legs of LaPierre. Spun around right side. Flurry there for Coachella Valley, keeping it moving in the offensive zone. He'll pick up Devin Shore. And this line reunited for the Firebirds. Saw them go away kind of in Game 2. They got a lot of heavy lifting done in this postseason as Studenic wraparound try and a backhander got blocked. Rebound. Shepard touched the puck for the first time in the game.
Yeah, that line's been fantastic in this series. And again, in this game tonight, great forecheck right out of the gate, and they find a way to get a puck into the crease and force Hunter Shepard to make his first save of the evening.
Firebirds were heavily outshot in the first period of Game 4, 10-2 at one point. And they know they're going to have a little better of a start right off the jump here in Game 5. Hughes back to the offensive zone. Winterton got a piece of it. The Bears trying to slide it out to safety. They do. Good poke check the other way, though. And the Firebirds, Shane Wright falls down through center ice, but gets the puck to his teammates. Evans for Wright. 2-on-2 through center. Hughes with Evans trailing back. Evans left circle. Pass between his legs. He'll corral it. Try to put it out in front. Blocked down by Jimmy Huntington for the Hershey Bears. And Huntington scales back in his own zone. Off the boards for Hardy Hamanaktel. Shakes it off Ryan Winterton. And Alex Limoges can't handle him. And the Firebirds get it back from their own end. Winterton knocked through center by Dylan McElrath, the captain of Hershey. And the Firebirds captain Max McCormick next to touch.
Yeah, this game started at the same pace that we saw in Game 3, where both teams were skating extremely well, and it's going to be a little bit of a chess match early in this one.
Mickey Lieberman, in addition to the lineup in Game 4 for Hershey. Can't move around. Logan Morrison. Morrison to the right wing corner. McElrath falls down. McCormick takes it away from Lieberman. Left point, Schultz. His shot blocked by Vecchione. It's in his skates and then finally comes loose. And the Firebirds handle back to the neutral zone is Otto Vining. Back into the zone for Lind. Lind right circle. Has to move away from Jake Massey. McCormick takes a Bear down in the corner, and it's a power play for the Bears early on here in Game 5. McCormick got his arm around Bogdan Triniev, and once again, the Firebirds, who were called for a good amount of offensive zone penalties in Game 4, they're right back to that well.
Yeah, and that didn't work out so good in Game 4 when we took 4 offensive zone penalties, and to be successful, you have to limit the offensive zone penalties. So you put yourself in a position now where you've got to kill a penalty early, and they did a good job of that the other night, killing the early penalties. And it's something you can build momentum off, but you have to have that successful kill first.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Jersey, the pace of this game to start is better than where we saw it before in terms of the Firebirds' effort, but a factor in that last game, 100%, was the officiating. I would really love to see a nice game where you let these guys find a flow and get into it a little bit tonight, and we avoid some of the ticky-tack stuff, especially in a pivotal Game 5 like this is.
Firebirds start with an early clear on this penalty kill for the Bears, or Firebirds rather. Firebirds 5 for 6 on the kill back in Game 4. That one they let up ended up being the game-winning goal as it deflected off of their own Jimmy Schultz into the back of the net. Here's Snively. Dropping it through center. Ethan Frank goes to the corner. Moving around the boards is Flurry. He can't get it loose at the blue line. Snively left side for Limoges. On across, Joe Snively. Sends it up for LaPierre. Snively, LaPierre, right circle. 1:17 to go. The Hershey man advantage. Limoges right in front. Couldn't get to it. And John Hayden spins it down the ice.
Yeah, and again, they're still looking for Ethan Frank, but they'll take the other options. The Bears are doing a good job of taking Frank away. And the other night, the Bears got contributions from LaPierre. They got goal from Frank. So their big guns were firing the other night. That's somebody they're going to have to eliminate.
That whole top line for Hershey cashing in on the scoreboard in Game 4. Vecchione neutral zone. Off the skate of Verbinski. He twisted onside, but Drieger comes out of his net to slow it down. Jimmy Schultz off the boards, out to center. And now a 2-on-1 shorthander for the Firebirds. Hughes right circle, shoots over top of the net. Good to see Hughes taking the shot, but just a bit off target.
Yeah, good opportunity there for Cam Hughes. And I think if he gets that on net, he's got an opportunity to go.
Vecchione settles down the other way. Huntington handles against the boards, pestered at by Studenic. Prisky sets it up for Hershey with 18 to go on their power play. Mike Vecchione, right wing circle. Across a one-timer, Morosnichenko missed it wide. Ivan Morosnichenko, dangerous shooter. Back up top, dying seconds of the power play. Vecchione's pass is blocked. Chance for Prisky, drives it wide. Scooped up off the boards by Schultz. He'll send it around. And now the Firebirds with McCormick fresh out of the box, entering the zone. Studenic with a wrist shot, blocked by Prisky. Comes to the corner, slowed down by Vecchione. Chase Prisky lifts it off the glass all the way down. And this will be icing against Hershey. So the Firebirds kill it off. Game remains 0-0 with 14:53 to go in the opening frame.
I really like the fact that the Firebirds look like they've got that shoot-first mentality. Is the other night we happened to have a couple of misfires where they could have shot it. And the keys to this hockey game, obviously, for the Firebirds is going to be that quick start, and they've got to play with some pace, and the puck management. Hershey's thrived in this series, turnovers at the blue lines, so that's something they're going to have to clean up a little bit. If they can get those things cleaned up and keep that shoot-first mentality, they'll be successful in this hockey game.
Jersey, that quick pace that you're talking about has already led to a couple of odd-man rushes. 2-on-1, we've also had a 3-on-2, so if they can keep that going, they can overpower Hershey with the speed.
Firebirds win the faceoff. Evans with a shot, bouncing wide. Rebound scooped up by Leighton Rowe. Turns it on goal, and Shepard swallows it up and hangs on. Good play by Leighton Rowe, showcasing some speed. And the Firebirds getting their offensive zone faceoff with 14:42 to go in the first. Again, our keys to the game brought to you by LG's Prime Steakhouse.
Yeah, Leighton Rowe's got a great set of wheels on him. Something we've been able to witness here in the last 3 games. As he brings that element, along with a guy like Marian Studenic, they both can fly. And it's something that the Firebirds can take advantage of.
Face-off win for the Bears in their own zone. Hardy Hamanaktel out through center for Bogdan Triniev. Triniev dumps it down inside the Firebirds end. Carrick, left wing side, couldn't get it free. Hamanaktel bobbles it to the blue, but keeps it onside barely. And now Evans got a goal in game number 4. Chips it through center ice off of a Bears stick, so no icing. Hamanaktel around the wing. Stomped down by Max Strome. Strome through center for Triniev. And a good stick by Max McCormick frees it up, but the Firebirds trying to handle it back, and the Bears will be awarded the puck. 14:05 to go, first period. 0-0 here at Acrisure Arena. Puck goes out of play, and we have a stoppage. Firebirds leading shots 2-1. Well, both teams have had some good looks in the opening 6 minutes of period number 1 here at the Bird Barn.
And that's what you'd expect in a game 5, where you want both teams are going to get offensive opportunities, but you want to try and keep the opportunities to the perimeter and the things that get you into that dirty zone. And the team that does the best job of getting into that dirty zone, getting those close-in goals around the crease, is the team that's going to come up victorious tonight.
Bears get the puck inside their own blue line. Nicky Lieberman up the right wing for Ethan Frank. Gustav Olofsson pushes into the corner. Joe Snively pushing the glass by McCormick. Snively trying to work away and get it to Ethan Frank. He'll find it left wing side for Lieberman. His shot blocked by McCormick. Rebound comes right back to him. LaPierre, Lieberman. McElrath's shot blocked in front. Goes off of Frank. Firebirds having a tough time getting the puck back. Wright trying to get it out of the zone. Lieberman keeps it afloat. And the Bears still in the zone. Snively behind the net for LaPierre. Up to the right wing side for Jake Massey. Massey lets one go. Blocked in front of the net. McCormick out to center for Shane Wright. Skipped away from Wright, but the Firebirds get a reprieve from their own end. Both teams change. 13 minutes to go in the first period. Still 0-0. Flurry off the boards. Onside for Hayden. John Hayden. Treated by Limoges. Hayden tries to swing it down the wing. In behind the net it goes. Prisky. Bats it around for Limoges, and now the Bears come away. Odd man rush possibly for Hershey. Huntington left wing side. In front of backhander by Dubé goes wide. Schultz crashed hard to the glass, and the Bears play it back to the neutral zone. No score, 12:32 to go in the first period. Hayden tries to pop on a loose puck inside the zone. Couldn't flag it down in time. Logan Day around the wing for Haman Octel. And Huntington chips it from the red. Glove down by Drieger. And he holds on for the whistle. 12:17 to go in the first period. 0-0. And we'll keep it in-house for a special video montage.
There's an easier way with Thumbtack. Download the app today and care for your home from top to bottom.
Throughout humanity's existence, there have been ideas, strides, and accomplishments. Simple changes that redefine everything. For example, this will be the last moment you ever think of soda as being a dirty word. Soda! And that's because this soda, Poppy, has none of the bad stuff. Instead, it has all of the flavor. The future of soda is now, and it's called Poppy.
This is the story of the one who believes being prepared is not just a way of life, it's how he helps everyone stay safe. He sweats the small stuff before it becomes big stuff. For the one, being an unsung hero in a building full of everyday heroes is just how he likes it. The industrial-grade products you need delivered fast. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We going straight to the top. Witness NHL history as the league's future stars take center stage at Sphere, the most extraordinary venue in Vegas. We going straight to the top. The Upper Deck NHL Draft. Buy your tickets now at NHL.com/draft tickets. Nightly highlights, live games, and insightful analysis. Nobody covers the game like us. This is NHL Network.
That's a good man and a good coach, boys. Jack Adams recipient, 6 years with Pittsburgh, Team USA time. That was a very smart hockey man.
It most definitely is, and the guys love playing for him. And to me, that's the sign of a good coach, is the guys really enjoy playing for him, and they work hard for him.
Another icing here against the Hershey Bears. Firebirds sent back up in the offensive zone. 12:06 to go here in Game 5 for the first period, rather, in a 0-0 contest. Well, Devin Shore, Marion Studenic, and Cameron Hughes will be on the ice here for the Firebirds. A couple of line changes for Coachella Valley heading into this one.
I think that's the beauty of this lineup, though, Piv. They've got so many different guys that can score. The line combinations it's not a stress when you're messing around with them. I think Coach Bowles was just trying to get a little bit more out of his guys, and you've got such a depth roster that it doesn't really hurt you to do that.
It does not indeed. Hughes trying to get back to the offensive zone. Logan Day steps in aside. Haman Octel guides it on down to the near side glass. They'll drive it out to center for Miroshnichenko. Fended off by Shore. A backhander off the side of the cage. Rubinski was in the vicinity, and the Firebirds break out. Here's Carrick, 3-on-2. Over the line. Studenic trying to get it back to Carrick. Jams it a little too far ahead. Carrick puts it on goal. Shepard makes a glove save, and he hangs on for the whistle. 11:24 to go. First period, 0-0 between the Bears and the Firebirds.
Well, and that's one way you can create offense, is having your defenseman jump up in the play there. And Connor Carrick does a good job of reading that and turning that into an odd man rush.
You know, not to divert from this game, guys, and Grant, maybe you'll kind of echo this with me, but just going back to Coach for just a second, I think that's exactly what the Seattle Kraken needs is his temperament and his coaching style, to be honest, as well. To talk about Big Brother for half a second here.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what? He's a very positive guy. And when you're positive all the time around the players feed off of that. And if you can get an atmosphere like that around the game, it makes it a lot of fun for the players. And when the players are having fun, they'll compete hard for you.
And pass called against the Firebirds as Anna Vinen put it to center ice. And next touch by Hedman.
I'm having fun, Grant.
As long as you're having fun down there.
Yeah, well, that's all that matters.
Kidding me? I get to hang out with the two of you and Gino? I mean, come on. Give me a break. Doesn't get much better than this. Great seat, too.
You didn't have to pay for yours.
No, I didn't. That's the best part about this job. Of course, I could get hit. Like right there.
Oh, almost.
Contact close.
Clayton Rhodes spins it out to center ice. Cherniev gathers it back for Hershey. Good play, though, by Melanson. The Firebirds end up going offside as Melanson trying to feed that one from his skate to his stick. Got twisted up a little bit. Well, Jacob Melanson has been involved physically all playoffs long for the Coachella Valley Firebirds, the rookie. Well, he stirs the pot. That's one thing that he's been consistent and very good at this season.
No, he's very good at creating a little bit of havoc, and he's got good speed, and he's a physical presence. And when you combine all that with the attitude of a guy like a Kenny Linsman, makes for a pretty good hockey player, and he's going to get better and better as he matures in this game as well.
2021 fifth round draft pick, 131 overall for the Seattle Kraken for Jacob Melanson. Lynn pushing the boards. Puck comes out in front looking for Morrison. It was McCormick. They couldn't connect. Morrison gets it back, tries to jam it to the net. It deflects up and out of play. Some more rough stuff ensues between the two teams, and right in the middle of it, of course, Cole Lind.
Yeah, what a surprise. Cole Lind's in the middle of that. And for him to be successful, he's got to get underneath people's skin, but in his own right, he's got to stay out of the penalty box. So when he's doing that, it's a huge bonus for the Firebirds and creates a lot of havoc in the opposition's end.
Tensions did not start incredibly high between these two teams at ice level at the beginning of puck drop for this game. They certainly ended that way last game, but I'm telling you right now, the chirping level has increased to about a 10 right now.
Well, it doesn't take long for things to get started.
No. It's getting a little spicy down here.
Hey, you know what? You're in the desert. Temperatures have to go up.
Yes, sir.
Bears win the draw inside their own zone. Logan Day flips it to center ice. Knocked down by Gustav Olofsson. Outlet for Fleury. And Hamid Octel intercepts. Ethan Frank twisting the other way. Joe Snively trying to come into speed. 1-on-4. His shot blocked. They'll try to get it back. He's fended off by Cale Fleury. Now a giveaway leads to a chance for the Bears. Frank with a good shot, but just wide. Got a lot on that to Ethan Frank. Flurry around looking for another way out. Gustav Olofsson will skate himself. Halfway through the first. 0-0. Carrick keeps it alive in the zone. The former Hershey Bear comes down the wing. Carrick behind the net, puts it out in front. Kick save made by Shepard. Rebound, score! Cole Lind gets the party started in Game 5. And the Firebirds lead 1-0.
Yeah, just a great job of the simple shoot-first mentality. Throw pucks in the slot. Logan Morrison goes to the net. Cole Lind follows up Logan Morrison. He just keeps shoveling pucks at the net in traffic, and it finds its way through Hunter Shepard to the back of the net.
That play starts high, Furzy. Connor Carrick so smart on the blue line, read the play well, danced across and kept it onside, managed to work down low, brought everybody over to him, let his teammates get to the front of the net, and they know that Shepard is going to run around a little bit, and that exact same thing happens. And as soon as that starts going crazy, you have opportunities in front for second and third chances, and that's exactly why it's a 1-0 hockey game here halfway through the first.
Firebirds get right back to work. Hughes for right, high slot, shoots. Gets deflected, goes up and out of play, and we will step aside. 9:36 to go in the first. Firebirds on the board here in Game 5 to start the scoring. Cole Lind gets it going as we take a break. Hockey Night Coachella Valley coming back right after this.
Like it's nice.
Are you certain you can fix that?
Yeah, clip here and there.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of Lisa, Joshua, Robin, Haley, and Josh. 4imprint promo product experts dedicated to working with you, for you, every step of the way. Make certain your logo, your organization, and you shine. That's the certainty of 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
When everything hurts, you need relief that's deeper than ice. Tidal, the cryotherapy spray that goes beyond cooling to take control of the pain. Now the best-selling pain relief spray has gotten even better with an easy press activator to get the perfect coverage and dose with no rubbing needed.
It smells really good. It relieves the pain quickly so I can continue doing what I love.
It's compact, it travels easy, I can take it everywhere.
Get the all-new cryotherapy spray and the full line of Tidal products online or at your favorite retailer.
The countdown begins. 15 seconds left to go.
Dawson, he's a busy goalie. When you're a busy goalie and there's scrambles like that, it creates holes. And they did a great job of getting there and finding one of those holes.
Jimmy Schultz off a face-off win. Ryan Winterton's shot blocked along the boards by Lieberman. Swings it out in front. Penalty upcoming against the Bears as Winterton was held up a bit. And it looks like the Firebirds will get their first power play of the game. Lieberman got his arm right around him.
Yeah, he doesn't like it, but it was pretty obvious. And listen, I'm classic for complaining a little bit about the officiating, and that's all well and good, but the obvious stuff you're obviously going to call, it's the little ticky-tack things that in a pressure situation, in a momentum game, that's where I want to see it kind of let off a little bit and let these guys play a little bit of hockey. It's going to get rough. It's going to get tough. There's going to be some shots here and there, but just call the obvious stuff and let them play.
Hey, you know what? It's playoff hockey.
Exactly.
You want the guys to be able to decide the game. At the same time, as long as it's consistent, everybody's happy.
Exactly. Consistency is the key.
All Firebirds, the power play for the first time tonight, brought to you by Spotlight 29 Casino. Firebirds 10 for 58 on the man advantage in this series. Oh, just 1 for 14. Trying to get going here and trying to take a 2-0 lead in Game 5 as McCormick comes to the corner. Knocked away quickly by the Bears as Matt Strome dumps at the length of the ice.
Well, it's a huge opportunity here for the Firebirds. You've got a 1-0 lead that you battled hard for, and you can build on that with the power play. And over the course of this year, this power play's cashed in with some timely goals, and there's no time bigger than right now.
Firebirds are 8-0 in this postseason when they score first.
Well, that was one of the issues last night. They were playing catch-up the entire time, and it was that hustle mentality that came a little bit too late. Hershey trapped them through the neutral zone, and then all of a sudden, you're running out of time and space, and there's no room or time to catch up.
Shore enters the zone, but the Firebirds are offside, so Lind will have to put it to his pocket with 1:11 to go on this power play. Talking about the Firebirds scoring first. A great stat for this postseason for Coachella Valley, and I'll kind of throw it up in the air to see what you guys take of this stat. Firebirds had 12 wins in the postseason. In only 4 of the games was the game-winning goal scored in the third period or later. What does that tell you, Brent?
That tells you it's playoff hockey. When you get a lead, it's a lot easier to play with a lead, and once you're able to build on that lead, you play shutdown hockey, where you dump pucks down, you force the other team to go 200 feet, and you get into that last 20 minutes. That good, sound, solid defense makes a huge difference.
We saw that yesterday, right? I mean, all of a sudden, it was the Hershey Bears taking it easy, staying on the perimeter, just dumping the puck in. Cool to just lock the puck off along the boards, and that's kind of that mentality in that final 20.
Firebirds step back up in the power play. Morrison up the wing for Fleury. 45 left on the man advantage. Fleury again on a cross. Garrett back to Fleury. Trying to make a move a bit. Down low for Morrison. Scoops up the pass after he fumbled it initially. Fleury for Garrett. Top of the circle. Down low Morrison for Hayden in front. Jam, block, rebound. And Shepard got a piece of it. Shepard, I'm not sure if he even saw it, but he made the stop.
He did not.
Carrick across for Hughes, and he fanned on it. Firebirds have it back behind the net. Morrison bounces it out to the blue line with 13 to go in the power play. Fleury for Hughes. Across. Blocked by Day. picked up by Trignev, and he's just able to get that out to center ice. The Firebirds get some good looks, but can't make it a 2-0 game as the power play expires.
A lot of positivity on the bench right now. Everybody upbeat, everybody patting guys on the back. Not defeated by a power play like that almost but wasn't.
Studenich first to get there in the offensive zone. Tries to swing it in front. Broken up by Hardy Hamanaktel. He'll get back in his own end for Dylan McElrath. Off the stick of Ethan Frank, just barely. So icing is negated. Snively poked away by Hedman. Winterton 1-on-4. Gets it deep into the zone. Giveaway in front. Studenich trying to pick it up for Hedman. Broken up. Studenich got that in a strange spot. Couldn't really pull the trigger. Back to the zone, a shot blocked. Prisky down the wing. Firebirds come the other way. They touched it with a high stick, though. And the faceoff will come back inside of the Firebirds end with 6:38 to go in the first. 1-0 Coachella Valley.
Yeah, and going back to that power play, we've seen that before where they get a lot of good looks. And they did a great job of going from bottom to top, cross ice, back down to the bottom, back up to the top. And what it does is it opens up that slot because Hershey has a very aggressive penalty kill. So when you've got guys moving back and forth, it creates space in the middle, and it establishes for later power plays where they'll adjust, not run around as much, and now you can set the power play the way you want.
Face off to left of Drieger. Defensive zone face-off win for Devon Shore. Road chops at the stick of Lieberman. Kept alive by Dubé. Slends it across now for Limoges. Limoges greeted by Evans on the far side boards. Good stick by Melanson as he chops it out to center. Puck a little bit too on its side for the Firebirds to come the other way cleanly. Now Evans tangles up with Limoges as the Bears forecheck gets to work. Shore peels it loose. And Shore cuts to center for Connor Carrick. Carrick jams it across the ice. Melanson, his shot tipped in front, never made it there. Dubé. Good play by Evans, who keeps it aboard. Shore in front into the skates of Melanson, or Road rather. It goes off the stick of Jake Massey. He gets it through the neutral zone for Hershey. Massey put to the wall by Riker Evans on a big check. 5:43 to go. First period, 1-0 Firebirds. Vinen. Looks to move it up ice for Coachella Valley. Into the zone comes Williams, top of the right circle, a shot. And that just got a piece of Shepard, who sends it out of play with 5:27 to go in the first period. Coachella Valley on top, 1-0. Hockey Night Coachella Valley returns right after this.
Upon approaching the 18th green, Isa Tanaka silently proclaimed, "My brother may think he's a better golfer, a more witty conversationalist. He may think he's superior, but he's not. Because I switched to Consumer Cellular for the same coverage for up to half the cost. He may have mom's dimples, but I pay less for wireless. I'm the one who wins." Birds, when freedom calls, we're here to answer.
This is the one who helps everyone stay safe. An unsung hero in a building full of everyday heroes is just how he likes it. The industrial-grade products you need. Call, click, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get customizable furniture at joybird.com that complements your art, your green thumb, or just you. Create your dream space with Joybird. Shop an unparalleled selection at joybird.com.
1-0 Firebirds against them from Vinen. Gets to Cole Lynn, and sometimes this guy gets something on the puck. That's what Hunter Shepard did there.
Yeah, he got the knob of his stick on that one, and pretty fortunate that caught the knob of the stick, but a great shot by Cole Lynn, and a great outlet pass from Billy Vinen to set that up, and Cole Lynn does a great job of using the lineman as a pick on the defenseman. By stepping around him, gets a good opportunity.
That's great eyes, Jersey, 100%. And take advantage of all the things that you can, right? Can't call a penalty on the linesman for setting a pick. Or maybe you can, actually.
Everyone's in play. 5:27 to go, first period. 1-0 Firebirds. Evan Pittman, Grant Fuhr, Nick Gismondi, along with Gino Lamont. Happy to be with you here this evening.
Viv, I've seen stranger things called.
Well, I'm sure. Bears flipping out from inside their own zone. Rubinski left wing side over the line for Miroshnichenko. Puck pops out behind the Firebirds net. Miroshnichenko still battling for it. Comes to Shane Wright. Reverses it to the corner, and Miroshnichenko first one to get there for Hershey. Opposite corner, shot by Otavainen. Can't get it out of the zone. Hamanaktel moved the other way by Wright, but Hamanaktel gets it back, puts a shot on it, saved by Drieger. Miroshnichenko gets it in front and puts it off the side of the cage. Rubinski peels up in front. Vecchione fanned on it. Pushed to the boards by Wright, but still not into the zone. Here's Hamanaktel down the right wing. Inside the Firebirds and gets tripped by Otavainen. And the Firebirds will go down a man. Just a case of them not being able to clear the zone. Some tired legs on the ice. And that's what happens. Hamanaktel keeps the feet moving.
Yeah, again, just some tired feet and throwing pucks into blind areas. You can't throw pucks into blind areas in your own zone. It gets you in trouble. It gets you running around a little bit. And that's what happened there. Puck got tossed into the blind area, and you run around a little bit, and you reach with your stick instead of moving your feet. End up getting called for a trip.
Well, Bears on the power play for the second time tonight. Firebirds kill strong in the opening period. Had a shorthanded chance to. A little earlier in this period, rather. Firebirds win the face-off back. Olofsson a quick clear.
Fireworks going early on here down, boys, between Fleury and McElrath, so we'll keep an eye on that. But some long-range chirping and potentially a lunch date set up for later.
Two veteran players. A lot of games played between those two. They're trying to get back to work in the offensive zone. Olofsson for Hayden. Gets out to center ice quickly, and he'll dump it down the left wing, getting a change for most of this group. 1:20 left on this Bears power play. There's dumping to the left wing corner. Schultz, first one there for the Firebirds. It comes around for Ethan Frank. He rattles it off of Cameron Hughes. To the right side now, Dubé. Alex Limoges. Top of the right circle, moves down the wing towards the goal line. Sent back up top for Hendricks LaPierre. Now it's Snively. Center point for Hershey. LaPierre down low, tip pass in front, broken up. Evans, good stick to take it away from Dubé. Limoges still on it for Hershey. Gets it loose, pass across. Frank, a one-timer. Glove save! Chris Drieger makes a magnificent stop to keep his team ahead by one.
A phenomenal stop there by Chris Drieger to catch that as it's a little bit of a knuckleball. As the Firebirds kind of got puck watching a little bit. The puck comes across to Ethan Frank, who's their trigger man. Gets a pretty good shot out of it, but Chris Drieger makes a fantastic glove save.
Now that'll get the people going. I mean, listen, he has played every minute of these playoffs. He's been fantastic, and that kind of stuff not only gets the crowd into it, your bench is energized now. Things are going in the right direction for the Firebirds, boys.
Ethan Frank, dynamic goal scorer for the Hershey Bears. 28 goals last season. A few more this season, too. Firebirds have 33 seconds left on their kill. Frank finished the regular season with 29 and 18, rather. So 29 goals for Ethan Frank, not too shabby.
No, he's a good goal scorer. He's not the playmaker, but he is definitely the finisher.
McCormick couldn't get it out. Prisky on a cross right side, down low. Vecchione looking for a lane. Now it's Huntington. 9 seconds in the power play. Right circle, Vecchione. Shot blocked by Olofsson. Vecchione gets it back. On a vine, waiting to be free. Miroshnichenko for Vecchione off of his stick. McCormick trying to clear. Olofsson trying to get it back. And Hayden floats it out to center ice, and the Firebirds get a change. Another big kill for Coachella Valley. Holding on to their 1-0 lead in the first period.
And a really good play by John Hayden to not just turn and panic and throw that all the way down the ice. He has the presence of mind to just chip that into the neutral zone and not take an icing.
Icing would have been a tough predicament there for Coachella Valley with a tired group out. Here's Connor Carrick. Also down to center ice off the skate of Leighton Road. No icing. Shepard comes out to battle against Melanson. Triniev now for Hershey. Cut off through center by Riker Evans. Bouncing puck ends up in the Bears zone. Hamanaktel D to D for Logan Day. Day back to Hamanaktel. Riley Sutter over the Firebirds line. Strome shoots and a quick glove from Drieger slows things down. A little bit of a surprise shot there for the Hershey Bears, but Chris Drieger up to task with 1:44 to go in the first. 1-0 Coachella Valley.
Seriously, it's so interesting to see the different dynamics between the two goaltenders in Shepard and in Drieger, right? I mean, you talked about the unorthodox style for Shepard, but he runs around a little bit. But man, this Drieger's just so calm and composed.
Calm, composed. And the body language is what I like.
Right.
Because your guys look at your goalie, you look at the body language, and it's just like, okay, it's part of the day. And makes a save, and guys like that. When you look like you're scrambling and it's a mad panic, your guys see that. They read that as a mad panic.
You never panicked.
Hey, just like a duck in water. Up top, it's calm. Underneath, you're paddling like hell.
It's like he's standing over a 10-foot putt, not even a drop of sweat. It's automatic. Gimmies.
Firebirds dump it down, no icing. Shore trying to get to it first against Lieberman. Lieberman protects it well. Puck rolls out in front, spot that by Lind. That one's out of here. Over the glass.
Caught the knuckleball and fired it up over the wall.
They made good contact on it. I'm not sure if Lind grew up playing basketball, or baseball rather, basketball. I'm not sure where my head's at anymore. But sports is what we're talking about here.
Things with things.
Things, sports.
Well, a guy caught that puck. Nice job there. That one batted it. Just give it outside.
Faced off to the left of Shepard. 1:20 to go in the first. 1-0 Coachella Valley. Good face-off win by Shane Wright. Fleury knocked down in the corner. Continues on. Wright poked away by LaPierre. Wright trying to battle back and get it for Cole Lind. But Snively shifts it through center ice. Bounce goes over Gustav Olofsson. He stumbles down. He makes a nice play on Ethan Crank to prevent further damage. Wright has to get quick out to center. Knocked down by Shore. Lind back onside for Devin Shore. Depth to left wing. And now it's McElrath for Hamanaktel off of his skate. Rolls back for McElrath. Inside the final minute of the first period here in Game 5. 1-0. Coachella Valley on top. Schultz cuts to the corner. On a Vinen. Gets it out to center off the stick of Lind. And racing forward is Studenich with Prisky. Prisky able to fend off a speedy Studenich. He saw 34 and all of a sudden had to turn on the Jets quickly. Puck pinballs through the neutral zone. Dubé gets it onside with 15 seconds left in the first. On a Vinen. Last effort to get it out off the stick of Prisky. Moved the other way for Limoges. 5 seconds left in the period. Here's Dubé. Rolls off the stick in front. Huntington, they score! With less than a second to go in the first period, the Bears tie the game off of a rebound. And it is Jimmy Huntington who makes it 1-1.
Yeah, those goals hurt you a little bit. They score in the last minute of a period. Chris Drieger makes a great first save, but he's right there for the rebound. And again, the goal was caused by a turnover at the Bears blue line where they transitioned very well, and it turns into an odd man chance for the Bears, and they cash in from it.
Another late goal given up by the Firebirds in the period. We saw that in Game 4. Both in the first and second period, the Firebirds gave up one in the closing couple of minutes.
Yeah, they scored with minute something left in the first period and just under 2 minutes in the second. And those girls hurt your momentum. Because now you're going to go back to the dressing room, regroup, and you get a Bears team that comes out fired up now.
Well, it's a 1-1 game after 20 minutes of play in the period. The Firebirds play really well in. And it's a brand new hockey game heading into the second period. As you said, the Bears going to have some momentum as we get set for the second period of play. But overall, a better start to this game for the Coachella Valley Firebirds. And as we get set for our intermission report brought to you by the City of Indian Wells, we'll keep our thoughts here. We'll have the full recap of what we thought here in that opening period. But Jimmy Huntington cashes in for the Hershey Bears on a rebound inside the final second of period number 1. So it's 1-1 after 1. Shots are even at 8 after 20 minutes of play. So the Firebirds get set for period 2. Both teams, different mentality. Now it is time for the intermission report brought to you by the City of Indian Wells. Evan Pivnik alongside Grant Fuhr. Oh, the Firebirds got out to a good start. They scored the game's first goal, but a tough way to end that first period as they give up a goal inside the final second of period one.
Yeah, those type of goals hurt a little bit, but I thought they came out, they established the pace. They did a great job of getting pucks in deep, and the shoot-first mentality I thought was much better tonight. And if you're the Firebirds, you take the positive. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, you give up a goal in the last second, but you look at all the positive you did, and you build off of that.
Another positive in that first period was Cole Lind scoring a goal. His fifth of the postseason. Good to get a guy like him on the score sheet.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the Firebirds have been pretty fortunate this year to get scoring through the whole lineup. And you want your veteran guys to be able to cash in early and the young guys to feed off of that. And with Cole Lind scoring, that's kind of the setup that you'd like.
Well, it's 1-1 after one. Second period coming up shortly. Before we do that, we'll take a break as Gino and Grant will take you the rest of the way during this first intermission. Nick as well. Hockey Night Coachella Valley. We'll be right back.
NHL Tonight, after the game on NHL Network.
There's an easier way. From painting and cleaning to repairs and more. Taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
Trying to do the two-step and cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart.
For all the things you can't grow in your apartment farm, there's Instacart.
It's all about putting in the work. I prepare the same way for the long haul. Tono gives you all those stats to be able to say, okay, let's do this now. It's all about just training your mind to be as great as you can. Tono, be your strongest.
When everything hurts, you need relief that's deeper than ice. Tidal, the cryotherapy spray that goes beyond cooling to take control of the pain. Now the best-selling pain relief spray has gotten even better with an easy press activator to get the perfect coverage and dose with no rubbing needed.
It smells really good. It relieves the pain quickly so I can continue doing what I love.
It's compact, it travels easy, I can take it everywhere.
Get the all-new cryotherapy spray and the full line of Tidal products online or at your favorite retailer.
Grandpa and I used to work on this together, and when I'm gone, I want you to have it.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will, something you can sign and make official. Start your will at trustandwill.com and make it count.
The Stanley Cup playoffs are intense, nerve-wracking, the ultimate test.
The ones that know best are on NHL Now, every day 4 Eastern on NHL Network. See who gets the call to the hall, Tuesday 3:30 Eastern on NHL Network.
Good evening, everyone. It's Hockey Night Coachella Valley.
Turn the record over. We'll see you on the flip side.
Hey, that's not the thing you see it on the highlights. You don't usually get to see that one live.
Live from Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert. It's Hockey Night Coachella Valley Playoff Edition with Gino Lamont, Hockey Hall of Famer Grant Fuhr. Between the benches from the NHL Network, Nick Gismondi. And the voice of the Coachella Valley Firebirds, Evan Pivnik. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
Welcome back, everybody. Hockey Night Coachella Valley first intermission. The Birds and the Bears tied at 1. I won't call it a heartbreaking goal, but certainly an unpleasant goal there scored in the very last seconds of a first period that was pretty well dominated by your Coachella Valley Firebirds, Gino Lamont, alongside Hockey Hall of Famer Grant Fuhr. Grant, you wanted them to come out fast. We wanted to get that first goal. We were 8-0 when we scored first in the game, and everything seemed to be going the way we wanted for a good, solid first period until that last, 0.6 seconds or something?
Yeah, a little less than a second. One little turnover at the far blue line, and it comes back to haunt you a little bit. But overall, I think it was a great first period.
Right.
And when you can establish the pace, establish the way you want to play, good things are going to happen. So I'm not unhappy with the way that first period went, even though it's tied 1-1.
All right, let's check in with Nick Gismondi. He's down there between the benches on the red line. Nick, you saw the whole thing happen in front of you.
Drieger stopped the first one, but there was a rebound right there. Where the heck were the defensemen in that one?
Yeah, and I think, Grant echoed it. It's about puck management at that point, and it's about knowing where you're at in the game. You dominated for 19 minutes and 57 seconds, and a little bit of a mistake at the very end right there ends up costing you a bit of a goal. But I think the jump and everything that happened early on in this period was bad. Unfortunately, you look at the clock, there's a little bit of a let-off there. Puck gets turned over, guy gets a chance in front, and then it's the first rebound that Drieger wasn't even really able to control as good as he normally does. So it's a little mistake, but it certainly is not indicative of the way that they played all period long. There's a lot of jump, there's a lot of calmness, and there's a lot of fire behind the guys to my right, your left, and I think that we're going to see a real good, solid second period. I'm not too worried about the way they're playing right now. It's been very good.
Right. Well, and you've said, right, it's the goalie's job to stop the first one, but if there's a second and third chances, then the defenseman's not in his position or where he should be. Is that what we saw there at the end?
Yeah, unfortunately, Chris made a great first save.
Chris made a lot of good saves, actually.
Yeah, he did. And the rebound popped out, but there was nobody there on the back check. And sometimes that happens. And as a goalie, you hope you get the second one, but sometimes it doesn't work out for you.
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first period. Like we said, started out strong. The Firebirds were looking good. Got that first goal, which has become so important throughout the playoffs for them. Like we mentioned, we're 8-0 when we scored first in the playoffs, and this was one of those gritty ones you talked about from Game 3, where we just kept whacking at it when it's loose in front of the net.
Yeah, you got to get the dirty goals. And you look, we got 3 guys going to the net. They're in the crease. They're creating havoc. And those are the goals that win you championships. You got to get those goals in the 2-foot range. And again, little breakdown. Good save by Chris on the first shot, but the second man beats his man to the net, and all of a sudden it ends up as a 1-1 period, even though the Firebirds had a very good period.
Yeah, that doesn't really bode well, does it? I mean, if you outplay a team for an entire period, yet its shots are 8-8, goals are 1-1, power plays are pretty much the same. Nobody's scored any power play goals yet. Are you concerned?
No, I actually really like the way they played that first period. You think of it as one minor breakdown that ends up in the back of your net. And you have to know that Hershey takes advantage of the mistakes you make. So if you can limit the mistakes, you're going to be in the driver's seat.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to talk to the Director of Hockey Operations for the Coachella Valley Firebirds, Troy Bodie, get his thoughts on the first period and also what now will be definitely a Game 6 back in Pennsylvania. You're watching Hockey Night Coachella Valley. Stick around. We're back in 2 minutes.
At Grainger, we know dealing with the unexpected is part of your job description. And you made a promise to keep the line running, to power through the downpour, to be the one who always gets it done. And our promise is to help you do it with professional-grade supplies for every industry, plus same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. Because you can't predict the future, but with the right partner, you can be prepared for it. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Certain you can fix that? Yeah. Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like 4imprint's promo product experts who work with you every step of the way. Go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Have you heard? Soda's not a dirty word anymore. Introducing Poppy. It's the iconic, refreshing flavor you crave, but with 3 grams of sugar. The future of soda is now. Poppy, soda's back.
To improve your digital security, just turn on NordVPN. Guard yourself from data snoopers, encrypt your online traffic, and block malicious sites.
Backbone 1, PlayStation Edition. Enhance your gaming experience on mobile.
Get customizable furniture at Joybird.com that complements your art, your green thumb, or just you. Create your dream space with Joybird. Shop an unparalleled selection at Joybird.com.
Hey,
Welcome back, everybody. Hockey Night, Coachella Valley, first intermission, Game 5. Firebirds 1, Hershey Bears 1. A packed house tonight. Standing room only here at Acrisure Arena. And joining us is the tallest man we know, Troy Bodie, Director of Hockey Operations for the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Right up there until that literally last second of the period, you guys looked real good.
I think they looked really good all period. You know, they came out hard. You know, their speed is really evident tonight. You know, we're showing that. I didn't think we showed that the other day enough. And we're disrupting a lot of pucks, getting in on forechecks and getting pucks to the net. And I like a lot of things that we're showing tonight. Just got to keep it going.
So now as we go forward and you get, 30 seconds to breathe, what's the next thing in your future once this series gets finished?
Oh, gosh, we go right to the draft after this. I mean, if this thing goes to Game 7, it's June 26th. The draft's on the 28th. It's a good thing. It's a privilege to play this late and wouldn't want it any other way.
That's right. So, you mentioned the draft. It's in Vegas this year, too, in the Sphere, so you're going to have a lot going on. But fly Hershey to Vegas to be there for the draft. And then you have decisions to make because you have only so many roster spots for veterans and a lot of kids coming up. Which ones are going to go here? Which ones are going to Kansas City? All those decisions will be made over a course of 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Yeah, you know what? We're kind of focused on what's going on here, and then when we get done, it'll be pretty quick once we get there. But there's always changes year to year. We're always going to try and make our team better. We've got young kids coming in that are taking spots, and that's a good thing. We're a development organization. We want to develop these young kids to be future Kraken. And some of these players, young players we have this year, are going to take big steps as well. So that's going to change some roster spots and some opportunities, but it's all good.
So now with the success over the last 2 years, how do you build off of that?
Yeah, you know what? We're building a culture of success here, and that's what we want to do. We're always trying to get better. We're always trying to build on what we're doing here, and the players and the roster and the staff we have here are just trying to make this a winning organization year after year. I don't know. You can say you can build. There's always things to build on, but right where we are right now, we got to maintain.
Yeah, let's talk about that. The disappointment the other night in that it can't happen, our championship on our own ice. But that doesn't mean it won't happen in Pennsylvania, so we can kind of do to them what they did to us last year. How disappointed were you in the fact that we can't do it at home, and how tough is it going to be to do it in Pennsylvania?
You always want to, I don't want to get greedy when you win a championship and say, man, I'd really like to do it here. But,
right.
But my gosh, it would be great to win a championship here. I will take it any way we can go grab it. So if we're going to have to go there, and we're going to have to win it there, and I'll be very happy either way.
Either way. All right. He's Troy Bodie, Director of Hockey Operations. A large reason that your Firebirds have been in the Calder Cup Finals 2 years in a row right out of the gate. Troy, thank you as always for your time, sir.
Thanks very much, guys.
All right, more coming up on Hockey Night Coachella Valley after the break. We're going to set you up for the second period, get these birds going on to win Game 5 and head back to Hershey, bring home the cup. All that and more coming up. Stick around. You're watching Hockey Night Coachella Valley.
Hey, it's Jay Onray from CSN. You're watching Hockey Night from the Coachella Valley with Gino Lamont, Fritz, you're the Hall of Famer, and my good friend Evan Pivnik. I hope you enjoy.
Time is ticking away.
Stay tuned to get this 5-piece Ultra Non-Stick Bakeware set free from Granite Stone. Are you tired of pots that burn, lids that don't fit, and pans that stick? You know you need a new set, but the prices are so high it makes you sick. Well, get ready for a kitchen full of the most durable Ultra Non-Stick cookware at the most affordable price anywhere. Introducing Granite Stone Blue, the fast, easy way to cook gourmet family meals every day. Each piece of Granite Stone cookware is pressed from a solid aluminum disc for even heat conduction and coated 3 times with our durable Ultra Non-Stick Granite Stone Blue finish. Granite Stone Blue is oven rated up to 500 degrees for outstanding roasting and come with vented tempered glass lids to prevent boilover. Plus, all Granite Stone cookware is 100% dishwasher and metal utensil safe. Look, you'd expect to pay up to $500 for a professional quality cookware set. But during this special TV introduction, you can get the Granite Stone Blue 12-piece set, not for $500, $400, or even $300, but for the factory direct price of just 5 easy payments of $49.95. And for everyone who orders today, we're going to drop 1 payment. You get it all for just 4 easy payments of $49.95. Granite Stone cookware is so durable, it comes with a 10-year warranty. As a bonus, we'll include our self-draining fry basket, stainless steel steamer insert, and the steamer rack, a $50 value, absolutely free. And there's even more. As a special gift, you'll get our 5-piece Granite Stone Blue bakeware set, the fast, easy, ultra non-stick way to bake up your favorite desserts. No grease or oil needed. Together, they're a $110 value, yours free. That's an incredible 20-piece Granite Stone Blue set, all for just 4 easy payments of $49.95. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-560-0918. That's 1-800-560-0918, or order online at granitestoneblue.com.
Second period of play, the Firebirds and the Bears all even at 1 here in Game 5. And we'll see what response the Firebirds have in the early parts of this second period. They had a great start in the first period, but then the Bears, with under a second to go in the opening frame, tied things up. Evan Pimnick, Grant Fuhr, Nick Guzmandi, along with Gino Lamont. Well, Grant, let's start with your take. How important are the first 5 minutes of the second period for Coachella Valley?
I'm going to break it down even a little shorter than that. I'm going to say the first couple of shifts mean everything. You want to take the momentum away from Hershey and reestablish all the good things you did in the first period.
Yeah, I'm not going to go against anything Grant Fuhr you say, and I'm telling you what, right now, that is exactly what I was going to say, because this first shift, these first 2 shifts, and before Grant said anything, I was going to say the first 4 shifts are probably going to be maybe the most important of this hockey game. When you get punched in the mouth like that at the very end of a period, you're always a little bit maybe skeptical or hesitant. Not Drieger's fault. Just a little mistake. Least amount of mistakes is going to win this hockey game. Come out firing right now and get that momentum back that you had literally for 19 minutes and 55 seconds.
Fireworks played a solid first period. Bears had a late goal, and again, the late goals have been a thorn in the side for the Firebirds in terms of killing momentum.
Yeah, you know what? We've seen that a lot this year, where goals have kind of come the last 3-4 minutes of a period. And it's something that the Firebirds are going to have to tighten up a little bit, but you know what? It's just better puck management as the period goes on.
Hunter Shepard, the goaltender, to our left. Chris Drieger to our right. Both guys have come up with at least one really good save in the period. Both goalies have been solved, and brand new hockey game as we begin the second period. Shots are even at 8. Goals are even at 1. Connor Carrick, the spark plug of the Firebirds goal. Cole Lind, his 5th at 10:05 from Morrison and Carrick. And then Jimmy Hutchinson tied the game in his 4th of the playoffs from Dubé and Limoges. Center ice faced off. Devin Shore gets set in the dot. Shore has been fantastic in these playoffs for the Firebirds. 12 points in 16 games. The veteran played over 420 games in the National Hockey League. And Devin Shore's, along with John Hayden, Marion Studevich, just a pure veteran line.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm sure that's why Dan started them in this period, is they want to get off to a good start. So you put your veteran group out there to go out with good habits and reestablish how they played in the first period.
Underway. Second period between the Firebirds and the Bears. Hayden off of a turnover. Into the zone, down low, Studevich in front. Shore muscles it just wide. Good chance right off the jump for the Firebirds in the first 10 seconds of the second period, with a chance on net. Or a chance towards the net, rather. Frisky onside. Here is LaPierre. His shot blocked and it goes out of play. So 25 seconds in, each team gets a chance in the offensive zone, but the Firebirds a little more grade A than the Bears.
Yeah, most definitely, and a great opportunity. And unfortunately for the Firebirds, as the Bears have had a good stick presence. They're getting pucks in the shooting lanes, and when you get sticks in the shooting lanes, sometimes you have to use the defenseman as a screen and kind of pull it inside and get it by that stick.
Face off to the left of Drieger. Bears winning on the face-off, but can't keep it at the blue line. Artie Hamanaktel races back in his own zone. Logan Day up the wing, off the stick of Dubé. He's put to the boards by Evans, carried out to center by Winterton. Now Hughes lets it go off the glove of Shepard. And there's a whistle on the play.
I think the official lost sight of the puck as it hit Hunter Shepard's glove and kind of bounced up in the air. When it bounced up in the air, the official lost sight of it, ended up blowing it down.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Fiercey, I did too. So down here on the ice level, just the way that it went up into the darker backdrop behind the net, couldn't see it either. I thought it was in the net.
Fans still filing their ways back to their seats following the intermission. And now the Acrisure Arena has black seats, which makes it a little bit tougher to see a little disc of rubber. Winterton was knocked down in front of the net, giving an opportunity for Logan Day to get it to the neutral zone. Jimmy Huntington turns it over right at center ice for Cameron Hughes, and Hughes will chip it in left wing corner. Shane Wright battles behind the net. Winterton pushing the boards by Hamid Octel. Winterton gets loose in front, tries to feed right on the doorstep. Got jammed on it. Now it's Evans, left circle. His drive off of Limoges, and this time the puck goes out of play.
And again, a good job on the forecheck, putting pressure on the Bears' defense and winning the little puck battles is what creates those opportunities to shoot the puck. But the Bears are doing a good job of standing in the shooting lanes.
1:10 gone in the second period. Firebirds and Bears all even at one in a pivotal Game 5. McElrath off the face-off, chips it out to center ice. Rolls past Schultz. Schriegler comes out of his cage to grab it. Verbinski back in the offensive zone for Hershey. Left point across. Here's McElrath, right circle with a lane. Pucked it across, and a good chance for Verbinski. He wasn't ready for it. Now from the left point, the drive goes wide by Lieberman. McElrath trying to find it in front for Verbinski. He'll turn it wide. Ristochenko can't get to it first. McCormick does, and the Firebirds float it through center ice. Ethan Frank for Dylan McElrath. He'll dump it in left corner. Strome on it for the Bears. Waits for his team to finish a change. He'll put it to the Firebirds corner. And Schultz out to center ice for Lind. Pass bobbled a bit off the stick of Lind. He'll drive it in deep. Firebirds get a change in. And Riley Sutter starts in the neutral zone for Hershey. Sutter to the right wing corner. Fleury tries to step up in front of him. Leighton Road off the boards. Melanson. Neutral zone. Henman lined up. Big hit from Chase Brisket. Cherniev re-enters the zone in behind the Firebirds cage. Sutter pressed up against the boards. Olofsson around for Melanson. He fights off a check, and now a 2-on-2. Here is Henman over the line with Road. Henman shoots, and that one blocked by Massey. Goes to the corner. Massey back on it for Hershey. Melanson twists it down behind the net. They'll find Leighton Road off of a skate in front. Good play by Prisky. Finds some open space. Now Strome in some trouble, but he'll regain the puck and clear it out to center off the stick of Triniev. And no icing on the dump it. Fleury and Triniev peel up in the corner. 3 minutes gone in the second period. Still 1-1 in Game 5. Hamid Octel, a good keep at the blue line. Off the stick of LaPierre behind the net. Batted around to the right point. Logan Day. Down the wing for Hendricks LaPierre. He's pushed to the corner by Shore. LaPierre still battling for it. Bears have done a good job picking up the puck against the boards inside the offensive zone tonight.
Yet again, it's winning the little puck battles. And the Bears right now are doing a great job working the walls and winning those little battles.
Puck lands at the skates of John Hayden. He'll tuck it in deep. Firebirds get some fresh legs on. Logan Day puts it around for Ethan Frank. Frank through center. Now Snively and LaPierre 2-on-2. Snively up top. High slot. Backhander turned away. Bears with a quick change. Day across. And LaPierre sends it back up for Hamid Octel. A shot over top of the net. Big rebound comes to Mike Vecchione. He flips it to the blue line for LaPierre. Tries to stutter away from Studenic. A shot redirected. Vecchione on the doorstep. Couldn't put it home. Schultz got the stick in the way. And the Firebirds get it out to center.
Yeah, great play there by Jimmy Schultz as Mike Vecchione was all by himself in a wide open net staring at him.
Limoges turning onside. Puck goes out of play. And we have a whistle of 15:44 to go in the second period. 1-1 game. The Firebirds came out pretty hot in the second period, but the Bears have matched that intensity, and now it's kind of been all Hershey over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and it's momentum when you get into a game like this, and that's what playoffs are. They're games of momentum swings, and the Firebirds get off to a good start, but Hershey's kind of done a good job of chipping pucks in, winning battles along the boards, and they've swung the momentum in their favor at this point.
It's a game of ebbs and flows, right? So if you can weather this little lull if you're the Firebirds, then you got to find a way to hop back on the offense and get that momentum going again. And it can change in just half a second. It's one shot at this point.
Vine couldn't get it out of the zone, and now we get a second crack at it. Good diving play by Vecchione to take it off the stick of Shane Wright. Wright and McElrath battle. And Wright gets it back. A tough pass for Vine in the handle. Limoges gets it loose. And an offside, though, against Hershey. Again, the Firebirds having some trouble escaping their own zone cleanly.
Well, the Firebirds, the forwards are sneaking out a little bit high, and Hershey does a great job of forward checking and getting in passing lanes and taking away those opportunities. So to beat that, you're going to have to chip pucks out. You're going to have to chip pucks off the boards, but you got to make sure it gets outside your zone. So if your forwards do leave a little bit early, you'd rather battle in the neutral zone than back in your own end.
Or have to panic and back check hard because you thought the puck was coming out and now you're caught in the neutral zone and got odd man rushing the other way.
Bears grab it back from in the neutral zone. Here is Prisky. Trying to get past the line and does for LaPierre. He'll twist it in front of the net. Shut down by Morrison. Olofsson puts it out in front of his own cage. Morrison has it now for Lind. Cole Lind has the Firebirds goal in this game so far. Lind off the boards, Fleury. Thought about putting it into the net. Now getting left side for Olofsson's hit just wide of the cage. Rebounded from McCormick. Stumped by Shepard as he holds on. And Lind not taken too kindly by the Bears. McCormick shaken up behind the net.
The officials missed the high stick. Max McCormick got a stick in the face that they missed.
Yeah, looked like the butt end of a stick got him up high. The Shepard tested a couple of times. Actually, it was the blade of the stick from Ristachenko. Got him in a tough spot. Well, good pressure there by Coachella Valley and Gizmo, as you mentioned before, weathering that storm, getting out of those kind of ebbs and flows. And when you're down in the flow part of it, or the ebb rather, got to make sure you get it back to the flow, and that's what the Firebirds did.
One shot changes quickly here.
Winterton pulls it off the face-off. There's it down behind the net. Day hops on it for Hershey. Working Day to center for Bogdan Triniev. Triniev 2-on-2 over the Firebirds line. They'll chip it in and try to go and get it. Olofsson's there first. Backhander up the boards. Slowed down by Winterton. The Bears hopping on the forecheck quickly, but the Firebirds looking for a way out. They'll have it for Hughes. Hughes over the blue line. They stay on side. A shot gloved down by Shepard as he hangs on. Awfully close to being offside for Coachella Valley.
He had a great job by Ryan Winterton in his own zone there to protect the puck and come up with that puck in the battle and turn that into an offensive opportunity coming down.
14:23 to go. Second period, 1-1. Game 5. This best of 7 series has now become a best of 3.
Oh, boys, Evans took that one under the chin a little bit right there, but the great Brett Bernstein doing a good job getting him patched back up there. Just a little bit of blood, but it's playoff hockey. What are you going to do?
Face off to the right of Shepard.
The fun of playoff hockey, you get all summer to heal.
Long way from the heart, right, Jersey?
That's the way it is.
Firebirds win the face-off. Schultz shoots. Walker saves Shepard. Hedman knocked down right in front of the net. He lost his stick. Will try to get it back. Lieberman looks to get it out of the zone. He can't. Schultz back for Hedman with a new twin and lets it go. And a glove save by Shepard as he hangs on. With 14:10 to go in the second period in a 1-1 game. A pivotal Game 5. Game 5's in the American Hockey League when the series is tied 2-2 going into it. Well, the winner of Game 5 for the last 22 series. So this is dating back to 1944. When a series is tied at 2 in a best of 7, the winner of Game 5 has won and gone on to win the series 21 of 22 times.
That just tells you how important this game is, and I think both teams realize that as well. And when you realize that, you'll find little ways. All of a sudden you block shots, you make that, take the extra hit to make a play, and that's going to be the difference in this hockey game.
Turnover behind the net. Chance, and it wouldn't go right on the doorstep. Shore was knocked down. Evans trying to put it back around for Shore. It's chopped at by LaPierre. Working it against the glass was Carrick. He set up the first Firebirds goal. Studenich to the blue line. Here is Evans left side. Riker Evans. Like to dump it off for sure. Now it's Hayden. Hayden leaves it loose in front. Good chance, knocked away by Shepard and cleared out to center by Hershey.
Oh, nice job there by Snively. I mean, that's a heads-up play. Juicy rebound right at the mouth of the crease. Firebirds crashing. You got to make plays like that. Those are difference makers in games.
13:25 to go. Second period in a 1-1 game. Krieger slows it down. He'll let it go for Olofsson. Bears are changing. Firebirds trying to take advantage. Lind through center ice for Morrison. Great spinorama move to get some space. Morrison up top for Lind, just out of his reach. A bouncing puck couldn't be corralled by 16 in blue. Bears come the other way. Limoges over the line, left side. Huntington shoots and a bouncing puck comes to the corner. Lind trying to muscle it loose from Huntington. Olofsson around now for Fleury. Handled by Lind. Tossing the zone by Morrison. No icing. Frisky and McCormick work against the boards. Good battle between those two. Massey out to center for Alex Limoges. Limoges over the Firebirds line. Dumps it in. Gets a change in. And now Schultz. This game has some good pace here in the second period. Winterton on the redirection. No icing. On a long dump it. Logan Day sends it around. Bouncing puck in front. Winterton going to get it to go. And this will be an icing against the Bears on a frantic clear. What a chance for Coachella Valley as that puck stayed in the zone. And Winterton trying to rifle that one through Shepard.
Yeah, good opportunity for Ryan Winterton. And unfortunately, he was bouncing on him a little bit. He didn't quite get as much as he would have liked to. But again, when the Firebirds are forechecking hard, they create turnovers. And those turnovers turn into offensive chances.
Bears get the face-off in their own zone. Just muscles it to center now. Here's Rabinski over the line. Left side, Moroznichenko. Good stick by Carrick. I'm going to call him here for a penalty, I think. And it's going to be a slash.
Okay, there's where I have an issue.
Yeah, same.
With everything you let go in the Bears' end, and then you make that call, I find that to be a little bit ticky-tack.
And you make it midway through the second period? That's the call, that slash, a tap on the gloves?
That's the only way you can put it. It's a weak call.
That's soft.
Ryan Winterton will take a break. Firebirds and Bears 1-1 with a Bears power play. Coming up after this, Hockey Night Coachella Valley continues.
What's better than one huge NHL event in Vegas? How about two? Jackpot!
Super exciting. I love this.
The NHL is doubling down in Sin City as the host of both the NHL Awards and the NHL Entry Draft.
Congratulations.
And NHL Network is all in with coverage of these back-to-back blowout events.
Young prospects, next thing you know, some of them are playing for your favorite NHL clubs.
Coverage begins June 27th on NHL Network.
This is Tonal, where every rep is analyzed, so your workout is optimized. This is Personal. This is Tonal.
It's a hard conversation to have. When you die, this is what's going to happen.
Trust and will makes it really easy and succinct for people to go out there, create their estate plan. It's such an important thing to have. The things and the people that you care about are taken care of.
Create your estate plan at trustandwill.com.
My phone rang.
The New York Rangers just offered Joe Sakic
$15 million upfront signing bonus. This is a crisis.
Once we launched this offer sheet, they were going to have 7 days.
Charlie had a big project that was not hockey.
Everybody's watching.
Will the Avs match the Rangers' offer?
This was the entertainment world imposing itself on the sports world.
Will Joe Sakic remain in Colorado?
I have no idea.
One game, Firebirds and Bears all knotted up in Game 5. The Firebirds to the kill for the third time in the game. Ryan Winterton gets called for the slash.
Yeah, unfortunately a soft call, but now the Firebirds have to go out, build some momentum with a good penalty kill here, and you don't want the officials to be a difference. So now you have to have a kill and not get frustrated by that.
Firebirds have had a strong penalty kill through the game so far. Olofsson to the boards, can't get it around Dubé. Ethan Frank Comes across for Dubé. Hendricks LaPierre trying to navigate around the Firebirds. And that's Studenic against the corner. Limoges around for LaPierre. Snively. Now for Ethan Frank. Frank for Limoges. For LaPierre. Up top, Snively for Limoges. They're trying to get it moving here. A shot by Dubé goes wide. And the Firebirds don't have to touch it. Pinballs all the way around out to center.
Now, the Firebirds did a good job there of making sure the puck stayed on the perimeter. Their scoring attempt comes from the perimeter, and they've done a good job of that so far in this hockey game.
Vecchione through the neutral zone. Halfway through the Bears' power play. Olsen reverses it around. Puck comes loose in front. Dale Fleury. Little nifty pass to gain some room for Max McCormick. McCormick over the line. Drop pass for Hughes. He contains it for a bit. He'll put it out in front of the net. Prisky bobbled it. And in a panic, put it against the boards once more. That kills some clock. 40 seconds left now on the Bears' man advantage. 1-1 here in Game 5 as we approach the halfway point of the game. Rosnichenko dumps it to the corner off the stick of Schultz. Rim around by Studenic. Rubinski knocks it down. Rosnichenko gets it to the corner. Vecchione up top for Prisky. Right circle down low. They play catch with Huntington. Prisky. Vecchione. Shot Rubinski. Kicked away by Drieger. And cleared up the boards by Studenic. Hayden will go 1-on-2 into the zone. As him and Prisky tangle up. Rubinski puts it around for Vecchione as Winterton is free. Firebirds kill it off. They're 3 for 3 on the penalty kill tonight. Yeah, that was a huge save by Chris Drieger. He did a great job of reading that, getting across, and making a good right pad save. 9:45 to go, middle frame. Right, gets to the red line, dumps it on in. Olsen and Shore trying to play it back against the boards. Off the stick of Day, Winterton comes to the rescue. Common Octel on it, too. Winterton trying to get a stick free. Puck rolls out to the blue line and then past the stick of Olsen. Riley Sutter moves away from Devin Shore. Now Day races back with Shore on his tail. Winterton with a good read at the blue line, kept by Riker Evans. Evans cuts down the wing, feeds it up top for Winterton. His shot deflected wide of the net, hit his stick in front. Strome will lift in the clear. Carrick will race back with Triniev on his tail. Big hit by Triniev on Carrick. Both appear to be okay. That was big. Shane Wright, offensive zone, off the skate of Evans. Corral to the left wing corner. Evans scoots along behind the net, puts it out in front. Right side, Carrick shoots. That one goes wide. Alonson picks up the rebound, left wing side. Alonson for Evans, a drive, and Shepard the save. And he hangs on, no further play. 8:38 to go in the second period. Everyone grabs a dance partner. There's no music to dance to. And a great job by Riker Evans jumping up in the play there. And that's how the Firebirds are going to create some offense, is their defensemen are jumping up, creating odd man situations. 1-1 in Game 5. We'll take a break. Hockey Night Coachella Valley is back right after this.
Hey, I'm Ray's procrastination. You know, you want to take care of stuff, especially around the house. And I'm like, nice try, man. But then he started using Thumbtack. And now he's got planning tools to make it easy to get projects done. Even easier than not doing anything at all. Totally harsh, man.
Procrastination doesn't live here. You do. Take care of your home with Thumbtack. Download the app today.
Gonna do the two-step and cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart.
For all the things you can't grow in your apartment farm, there's Instacart.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
1-1 hockey game here in Game 5. The Firebirds and the Hershey Bears. Luke Henman down to the front of the net. Paid a price.
Well, we talk about going to the dirty areas, right? And you have to do that in order to create opportunities and get goals. But he goes to the front, he gets knocked down. If you're going to call those kinds of slashes earlier, you got to look at cross-checks and whatnot in front of the net. Also there, that could be a hook.
Yeah, Luke Hedman does a great job. He does what you're supposed to do. You got to get to the edge of the paint. It's a tough area to go, and there's not a lot of reward for that, but you know what? Good things happen when you go there. Pucks go off your legs, pucks go off your body.
And that's that kind of second effort, third effort that we're talking about, especially with a guy who's, again, a little bit unorthodox in net with Shepard running around a smidge.
No, and it makes it hard on a goaltender when a guy wants to be in your face all the time, and he's literally right in your face. So, great job by Luke Hedman. Just didn't quite get the benefit for it right away.
Yeah, he's not the biggest guy. He's 6 foot, but he's 168 pounds. He's got 4 points in these playoffs, but he likes to grind, he likes to dig, and that's the kind of effort that gets the boys on the bench going, too.
Yeah, most definitely. It's about commitment. And he's got the full 100% commitment, and you have to have that to go into those areas.
Luke only appeared in a few of the Firebirds playoff games last postseason, and head coach Dan Bosma is a big fan of Luke Hedman. Sure, it didn't feel good for him to leave a player of his caliber out of the lineup just to have him sit in the most important part of the season. And now he's been making an impact for Coachella Valley, and here in the postseason playing a pivotal role back in the finals for the second straight season.
And again, it's part of that learning process where if you may not get to do it 1 year, you develop, and all of a sudden the next year you get that opportunity.
First ever signing from the Seattle Kraken, Luke Hedman. This is dumped down, and it'll be on goal, so no icing. Shepard has to make quick work of it. They'll dance it out to center, looking for Ethan Frank, but Gustav Olofsson gathers for the Firebirds. Morrison tugs it onside to the right wing corner. McElrath and Lynn collide. McCormick sets it up to the point. Schultz across. Wrist shot by Anna Vinen goes wide. Scooped up by McCormick. Anna Vinen shot blocked by Snively. And Joe Snively works outside of his own zone, and he'll try to skate away from Cole Lynn. Puck through center, off the stick of Dubé. Bears going to change him on the clean dump. Anna Vinen can't get it around Limoges. Gets a second crack to get it loose. And it'll turn into the hands of Jimmy Schultz. Gives responsibility right back to Anna Vinen off the stick of Shore. Limoges back in his own zone for Jake Massey. Shots are 16-9. Only one shot of the period for the Hershey Bears. That came on their power play and a good save from Chris Drieger. Firebirds skate to center. Here's Shore with Studenich. Left side, Studenich. Up top towards the net. Saved by Shepard. Rebound for Schultz. Can settle it down, and a rebound by Shore. Bounces to the corner.
And again, you see the defenseman jumping up, and Jimmy Schultz right there for a rebound. And when you get those opportunities, it's because your defensemen are following up the play, and they're not afraid to create some offense.
Good play by Studenich, and good to see him take that shot, too. He kind of turned away a couple of shots that he could have taken back in Game 4.
Yeah, we didn't see that the other night, where guys would, even if it wasn't clean shots, they tried to make the pretty pass. Tonight, they're getting pucks on the net, forcing Hunter Shepard to have to make some saves, but a much better job of going to the net for rebounds.
Oh, yeah. Not as fancy as before. Doesn't have to be. Nobody cares how it looks. Just care how many you put in.
1-1 game is 6:20 to go in the second period. Carrick around the boards. Evans put to the glass. Puck out of play. Off a deflection, so no delay game here. 6:11 remaining now in the second.
And this game's all you would expect. In a game that's as big as Game 5 in a 2-2 series, both teams are playing very well. Both teams are playing at a very good pace, and it's a very entertaining one to watch.
Face off the left of Drieger. Firebirds win it back. They're trying to get possession. Vecchione does that. Puts it in front. Rostichenko had it go off his backhand. Centering feed again. Broken up by the Firebirds, and now Hughes surveys his options. Gets to the red line. Dumps it to the net. Saved by Shepard. And he bobbled it a bit, but he hangs on. A little bit of trouble there for Shepard. But he'll get the whistle, and that will take us to a break. 5:56 to go in the second period. All even at 1 in Game 5 from Acrisure Arena as Hockey Night Coachella Valley continues. Don't you go anywhere.
This is the one. She fixes, she manages, she perfects. Because maintaining this space transports her to this space. The industrial grade product you need. Call, click, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's all about putting in the work. I prepare the same way for the long haul. Tonal gives you all those stats to be able to say, okay, let's do this now. It's all about just training your mind to be as great as you can. Tonal, be your strongest.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, Adidas, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Fuego getting the home crowd fired up. 1-1 game here in Palm Desert, California. Evan Pidnick, Grant Fuhr, Nick Gismondi, Gino Lamont. You said it before, Grant, this game has been as advertised. Such an important, a pivotal Game 5 to try to set the tone as this series, no matter what happens tonight, will head back to Hershey for a 4 o'clock Pacific time start on Monday.
Yeah, you've got the two best teams in the American Hockey League, so you wouldn't expect any different in a series like this. And you love to see them compete. Both teams compete extremely hard. Both teams can be physical. Both teams skate very well. So it's an entertaining series that you'd like to have as your showcase.
Firebirds will be holding a watch party right here in Acrisure Arena for Game 6 and if necessary 7. Doors open at 3, puck drop at 4, free, and that's the biggest word there, free, open to the public of all ages. Free parking as well.
It's nice and cool in here, too. I'm not used to the not heat that you say it is yet, Grant.
It's warm.
Good chance in front for Hedman trying to find the lane. Hedman up the right side, out of Vinen, shot blocked by Sutter. It's had kind of a tough shift. Took a stick and then now takes the puck.
That right off the boot.
Here's McElrath letting one go. Blocked by Rode, and the puck goes up and out of play quickly. So good for Leighton Rode stepping in front of a heavy shot for Dylan McElrath.
Yeah, great job for a young guy to get in the shooting lane. And those don't feel good when they hit your feet. So good job by Leighton Rode blocking that shot.
McElrath plays with just such an intensity. I mean, he's the captain of this team for a reason. He's obviously a big physical presence, but he comes back to the bench and he's always got something to say to the guys. Give him a little pump up. Give him a little intensity. I mean, there's a lot of sternness on that face.
6'4", 235-pound Dylan McElrath, first-round pick in 2010 by the New York Rangers. Here's Fleury for the wrist shot and a save by Shepard as Cale Fleury almost went coast to coast.
Yeah, really good job by Cale Fleury taking the puck, and they opened the lane for him. Take it to the net, shoot the puck, and force Hunter Shepard to make maybe his best save of the night.
12 points for Fleury. I've been real impressed just by his presence on the ice. He's making things happen and just even right there, sashaying across that blue line to the top of the circle and letting a good shot goal. I kind of got the tingly feeling there, boys, that maybe it's a Fleury move here. Maybe it's him that does something kind of big.
And a brilliant assist in game number 4 as Olofsson puts it to the net. Shepard makes the save and holds on right off the face-off. And then he saved the goal last game as well.
Yeah, he made a couple of phenomenal plays in the last game. Maybe a guy like a Cale Fleury, a guy like Cam Hughes is due to cash in here soon, too. He's played very well in these playoffs. Got a dozen assists, but he's yet to find the back of the net. So
sure.
He's too good a player not to score.
Yeah, hasn't quite had that puck luck yet, Jersey. So maybe it's a Hughes. Maybe it's a Hughes-Fleury combo.
Bears breaking out to the neutral zone. So he's shoved back to get it. Pair of 44s in the corner between him and Triniev. McCormick moves it up ice in a 2-on-2. Morrison waiting over the line. Feeds it for Lind. Cole Lind down the wing. Back for Logan Morrison. Left point shelf. Tip to the net and Shepard A great save on a bouncing puck to keep this game even at 1. And some more stuff after the whistle. McCormick takes a shot to the back of the head from Sutter. Have to be careful here because I think they're both going to go to the penalty box.
Go ahead, Grant.
I know it's one of those, if they make the original call, then both guys don't end up getting called. But when you leave it to the frustrations of the players, this is what happens.
Well, I mean, I see no reason why McCormick is going off for this. He's getting held on to a punch in the back of the head in front of the net. So he takes Sutter down, tries to break away from it, keeps his hands at his side, and then, yep, here we go. We're going to have matching minors. Watch the replay here. We would have let that go just a smidge longer. You'd have seen it. But McCormick in front of the net, I mean, what's he supposed to do? You're getting held on to it.
The officials are discussing in front of the penalty boxes. Looks like it'll be 4-on-4. Sutter and McCormick each go off. And Gustav Olsen asking for a little more. This is Dylan McElrath. Everyone wants to be right.
Unfortunately, there's only 2 guys that get to be right.
Well, speaking of 4-on-4, the Firebirds scored both their goals last game on a 4-on-4. And a trio that helped out on one of them, Wright, Studenic, and Fleury on the ice, along with Gustav Olsen. Shane Wright scored a great goal set up by Cale Fleury in that game. Olsen keeps it at the line. Wright for Fleury at the circle. Tees it back up, looking for Wright. Hit a stick. Firebirds keep their feet moving. Studenic. Pressure. Left circle, a bouncing puck. He corrals it. Studenic showcasing his speed on the 4-on-4. Dances behind the net. Looks for away. Goes to his forehand. Cuts down the wing. Frank throws a cross-check on him. Frank loses his stick. Studenic still maneuvers up top. Lets a shot go, and that's blocked by Lieberman. LaPierre twisting away from Wright. Hendricks LaPierre gets to center ice. A lengthy time in the zone for Marian Studenic.
Studenic just skated about 3 miles in about 30 seconds.
Was Drieger caught out in no man's land. His team was not ready for him to move that puck.
No, I think they were looking for the change, and Chris wanted to keep things moving.
Why not? The Firebirds playing with some really good speed to start off this 4-on-4 that lasts for 50 more seconds. Firebirds outshooting the Bears 15-2 in the second period. Brisky over the line, left wing side. Massey behind the net. Continues on with it. A bouncing puck knocked down by Prisky, and he just keeps that in the zone. Evans overskates it. Now left side Snively. His shot saved by Drieger. And the rebound gets that one to Limoges on the doorstep. Big stop by Drieger, as that was another failed clear by the Firebirds.
Yeah, it's something that you got to be careful with. You got to make sure you got the puck first before you take off out of the zone. And unfortunately, it just bounced a little bit, kind of hung there. And good save by Chris Drieger. Good job covering up the rebound. But good job by the forwards coming back and helping the D in the own zone.
Face off to the right of Drieger. 3:13 to go in the second in a 1-1 game. 25 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Firebirds win the face-off, and now they're going to try to move north. Carrick with Shore, Evans, and Hayden. Here's Shore getting to the offensive zone. A good move, but couldn't finish it off. Day chopped it away from him. Battle against the glass. Hayden trying to find it on his forehand for Shore. Shore tugs it loose. Drops it down the wing for Carrick. Carrick across for Evans. Handles on the opposite hand. Back to 5-on-5. Shore up the right wing. In front, trying to find it for McCormick, cut off by Haman Octel. And the Bears clear it down the ice. Carrick races back with Huntington on his tail. Hayden pops it out to center. 2.5 to go in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. In Game 5, series is tied at 2. Hershey spins it to center. Vecchione with some speed up the right wing. A shot blocked by Schultz. Puck comes to the corner. Rolls around. Lind trying to take it away from Rosnichenko. McElrath shot. Dances high of the net. Paddle to the corner by Drieger. Morrison for McCormick. And the puck still stays inside the Firebird zone. And the Bears revving up the forecheck. Lind chips it down. Icing against the Firebirds with 1:46 left in the second period.
Yeah, the Bears did a good job there, kind of setting up their little trap where they do a good job of forechecking, forcing the Firebirds to go side to side, but not really advancing the puck out of the zone, and you end up having to take an icing out of that.
Faced off to the left of Chris Drieger. Bears win the faceoff. Massey shoots high off the glass. Schultz trying to get loose. The Firebirds get it to the blue line, but not out. Massey now pressured by McCormick. Puck comes finally free. He's outside of the Firebirds' end, and now Olofsson trying to navigate off the boards. He does. Bounces off of Lind, so no icing on the dumping. Firebirds have to be careful now inside the final couple of minutes. That's been a thorn in their side over the last few games. Brisky steps up to the corner with Strome. Olofsson pops it around for Schultz. 1:10 to go in the second. Almost a turnover right onto the glove of Triniev, but they're going to call a hand pass against the Bears with 1:06 remaining in the second.
Yeah, and that's kind of what happened in the first period, where you make that pass through the middle, and bad things happen there, especially in the last couple of minutes of a period. So something that the Firebirds are going to want to be careful with here as the rest of this period finishes.
Shots 23-11. In favor of Coachella Valley. Firebirds grab it back inside their own zone. Here is Fleury. Around the wing for Winterton. Winterton moves it north for Cameron Hughes. 2-on-2 with Wright. Hughes drops it off for Wright at the right circle in front. And down on the play is Ethan Frank. Slowly get back to his feet. Firebirds didn't get anything on a good chance with some speed in the zone. Now 40 seconds to go in the period. Fleury for Wright. Frank back to his feet. Plays it through center. Octel off the skate of Olofsson. Drieger drops it off for Fleury. Fleury reverses it around Olofsson. Now it's up to Winterton to move it north with 25 seconds to go in the period. This one will be too far for everyone. Another icing against the Firebirds.
Well, and again, the key to things are face-offs. So here are the last 20 seconds of this period. A huge face-off coming up in the defensive zone.
Face-off to the right of Drieger. With 20 seconds to go in the second period. Off the draw, the Bears take a shot. Shoulder save by Drieger. Big save by Chris Drieger.
It is after a face-off loss, and makes it tough when you're having face-off losses in your own zone in the final 20 seconds of a period.
Another icing here against the Firebirds.
Well, that's that puck management that we were talking about earlier. Piv and Grant, you mentioned it before. We talked about it last night. Towards the end of that hockey game, when the Firebirds had an opportunity to try to tie it up, we just were not able to win those offensive zone faceoffs. Now this even more crucial.
Shane Wright on the faceoff. Well, he was going to be. But they're about to kick him out. Wright wins it against the boards for Fleury. Fleury hounded by Huntington. Limoges up the wing. 2 seconds and now 1 to go in the period. A shot goes wide of the net. And the Firebirds and Bears, no goals in the middle frame. Firebirds dominated in shots. And the chances look pretty good kind of for both sides, even though the shots were a little lopsided.
Yeah, you know what? I thought it was a very good period by both teams. The Firebirds did a great job of getting pucks to the net, getting bodies to the net, and it shows on the shot clock.
Well, it's 1-1 after 1, as this will go to the third period all knotted as we gear up for the third and also the second intermission in just a couple of minutes. Before that, some work to do right here as we are Now in the intermission report brought to you by the City of Indian Wells. Evan Pivnik, Grant Fuhr with you. That 20 minutes of play dominated in the shot column by the Firebirds. Nothing behind the goaltenders. Both teams had their chances, though.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a very good period for the Firebirds. They put a lot of pressure on Hershey in their own zone, created a lot of opportunities, went to the crease, crashed the net pretty well, but didn't get the benefit of it.
Well, just 20 minutes left here in regulation between these two teams. What's so important in the third period the Firebirds have to do? It doesn't look like they're doing anything that may be harming, but at the same time, what do you want to see them fix?
I think the biggest thing is puck management. You want to keep pucks going in at their blue line. And you want to make sure pucks get out at your blue line, because those are the mistakes that come back to get you in games like this.
Well, we'll take a break. 1-1 after 2 here from Acrisure Arena. Gino, Grant, Nick have you the rest of the way in the intermission. We'll see you in the third as Firebirds hockey continues. Hockey Night Coachella Valley. We'll be right back.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence, because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out, because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who scans this QR code. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad, because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Scan the QR code. Don't wait. Scan the code now and ask about the Bosley Guarantee.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 thumbs up. And now, buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, 2 months free. All with the same fast, reliable, nationwide coverage as Big Wireless. Make the switch today. Call, go online, or visit a store near you. That's 2 times the savings and our best deal of the year.
Good evening, everyone. It's Hockey Night Coachella Valley. Turn the record over. We'll see you on the flip side.
Hey, that's something that you see it on the highlights. You don't usually get to see that one live.
Live from Acrisure Arena in Palm Desert. It's Hockey Night Coachella Valley Playoff Edition with Gino Lamont, Hockey Hall of Famer Grant Fuhr. Between the benches from the NHL Network, Nick Gismondi, and the voice of the Coachella Valley Firebirds, Evan Pivnik. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
Well, it is Hockey Night Coachella Valley, second intermission, Game 5, Calder Cup Finals, and the score remains the same. To steal some Zeppelin lyrics there for you. Gino Lamont alongside Hockey Hall of Famer Grant Fuhr. We've got Nick between the pipes for us tonight. The shots, you would look at the shots, 23-12, and they just got those 3 of those shots in the last couple of minutes. They were in single digits. The Bears were shots on goal for most of that period. Why don't we have more scores? Why are we not winning? Listen, I'm not a hockey expert here. A lot of shots, same score.
Not a lot of quality opportunities. We're getting pucks to the net. We're battling around the net. But the pucks are just kind of sitting there, and they're not finding the back of the net. So it's a matter of getting pucks to the net, hoping for a mistake. And if we continue the pressure, good things are going to happen.
Yeah, Nick, talk to us about that a little bit, because they got kind of a, let's be honest, a fluky goal there at the end of the first period. We've got a grinder, a couple whacks at it, but no real pretty hockey goals, if you will, so far in this game. Is it just going to be that kind of a grinder game? Maybe even a grinder rest of the series?
Well, I think anytime you have the 2 best teams in the league playing at an intense intensity like this, and you've got the games back and forth, I mean, it's tied at 2 apiece, right? So you know that the intensity is going to be there. And again, we talked about this, and I think Grant would echo it, but it's the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to come away with the victory. I think what we saw in that last period is a real good effort by the Firebirds, but they were patient as well. I don't think it had that intensity that we saw in the first 20 minutes, and I feel like this final third period is really going to sort of bring all that together. There's a level of desperation there. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, somebody has to score another goal for this game to end, so you're going to pick it up to a different level here. If the Firebirds continue to do what they were doing and blend that patience of the second period with a little bit of that fire that we saw in the first, I think good things are going to happen for them.
Yeah, you'd think about the goal scoring, somebody's going to have to eventually, but you weren't here for the triple overtime game in Calgary last year. Let me tell you something, that may not be true. We went deep into the night that night and actually came away with a win, which was the only thing that made that literally 2 hockey games in one night palatable. All right, so let's take a look at some of the highlights. Again, goals only in the first period. We got a greasy one. They got kind of a fluky one, but since then, it's just been back and forth.
No, and it's what you would expect. People are throwing pucks at the net, getting bodies to the net, and the Firebirds cash in the first period by doing that. And that's how we were successful in Game 3. And then Chris Krieger made a couple of phenomenal saves for the Firebirds. And then we had one little blunder, and all of a sudden, Hershey's back tied the game, and the majority of their goals in this series have come off of Firebird mistakes. And it's been at the Hershey blue line where you turn pucks over. And that's something that you can't do because that's how they create their offense.
Right, and lots of chances, like we said, for the Firebirds. Not,
not the pretty ones.
Right.
But you're getting pucks around the net. You're getting bodies to the net. And as long as you can keep getting bodies to the net, good things are going to happen eventually.
Right. And as our statistician, Evan Pindick, pointed out, this was the first scoreless period in this series so far.
That tells you it's Game 5, and everybody realizes how important this game is. And when you get a game of this importance, it tends to be low scoring.
Yeah, and we told you this stat early on. It's worth repeating. 22 times since 1944 in the best-of-7 finals, teams were tied 2-2. The team that won Game 5 won 21 of those 22 series. So that's how important Game 5 is anytime, but especially when you're tied up at 2-2.
Yeah, most definitely. So now it basically comes down to 20 minutes.
We'll find out who's got it. All right, we've been talking a lot of hockey. We're going to step back from that. Coming up next, we're going to talk to Gina Rotolo, the Vice President of Marketing here at Acrisure Arena, and talk about maybe some of the fun acts that are coming to town and what's going to happen, because we're going to let the ice melt after tonight, and we've got a couple of months of entertainment headed here to Acrisure Arena for you. So all that's coming up next. Stick around. You're watching Hockey Night, Coachella Valley.
This is Tonal, where every rep is analyzed, so your workout is optimized. This is Personal. This is Tonal.
We were wondering if anything happened to us.
We want you to take the kids.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will, something you can sign and make official. Start your will at trustandwill.com and make it count.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Tell the people why you haven't done it already, my man.
It started off as a chip and grew into a crack, and it just keeps going.
So what do we do now?
I went ahead and scheduled an appointment online at SafeLight.com. Told them to meet us here at the beach.
Let's get started.
Oh, SafeLight repair.
SafeLight replace.
Yes!
Schedule free mobile service at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace.
At Consumer Cellular, we pride ourselves on giving you fast, reliable, nationwide coverage at up to half the cost of the leading carriers. But don't worry, we've got more than that going for us. You name it, we probably got it. We have the top smartphones from all the major companies.
And new customers who buy any phone get 2 months of service free when you sign up by July 31st. Call 1-888-FREEDOM. Or visit consumercellular.com to switch today.
She knows what she's talking about. Pick up the phone.
Are your headlights cloudy and oxidized, making your car look bad? Are they underperforming when you need them most? Cerakote's Headlight Restoration Kit restores weathered headlights back to like new and keeps them that way for life. Stop wasting your time with solutions that don't last. Cerakote's kit includes everything you need to go from this to this. Simply wipe away oxidation, give them a light sanding, and apply the ceramic coating. That's it. The True Ceramic technology does the rest. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
See who gets the call to the hall, Tuesday, 3:30 Eastern on NHL Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Hockey Night, Coachella Valley, second intermission. Your Birds tied with the Hershey Bears 1-1 as we head into the final 20 minutes of the most important game of our lives. Joining us now is VP of Marketing, Gina Rotolo, who knows I get wound up a little tight. She comes by every once in a while just to check my pulse, my blood pressure, make sure I'm going to make it through the game.
Breathing.
Into the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Gina, so we were just mentioning that after tonight, we're going to melt this ice, but there's still lots going on here at Acrisure Arena over the summer. What's some of the stuff we can look forward to?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, immediately following this game, we still have a watch party to do on Monday. So we're going to invite fans out to the arena so you can hopefully watch us win at home ice on their ice.
On their ice.
So we're working on that. So, but in addition to that, we've got all sorts of other programming and events coming along. So there's a ton of great concerts that are coming. We were just singing it. Some of us were just singing and dancing along to New Kids on the Block that are coming up
One
here.
of us.
I won't tell you which one, everybody. The audience can guess at home.
That's right. So just to reiterate, though, Game 6, which is Monday night, we will be here. It is free. Free parking, free entry, first come, first serve. We got seats for you. We'll put the game up on the Jumbotron. We're going to do what we do. I'm going to be broadcasting from here. Grant and Gina are actually headed to Hershey, because who doesn't want to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania in the summertime?
They're having a cool front there. Here it's 85 degrees.
Just enough to melt the chocolate. Anyway, so yeah, watch party Monday for sure. Wednesday if we must.
Absolutely.
Right? Either way, like
we are prepared for everything all the time. Multiple scenarios, so we're ready to go.
And then, like Troy Boydie said, we're not greedy about where we win it, just as long as we win it.
As long as we win it, he's not wrong.
All right. So
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
So as the hockey season ends, when do you gear up and start marketing next season?
So we'll get our dates.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's already started, Grant. Don't worry. Don't panic. No, we usually find out our dates and get them confirmed by the league, usually sometime towards the end of July. And for that point forward, we can finish layering over our calendar with our theme nights, promotional nights, group events, kind of get that stuff out and start working on everything. So we've got, potentially, I think it's like a 10 or 11 week off season, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not with all the things that we have to do to get ready. And opening day, coming in October, that sounds far away, but got to be honest, I didn't realize it was this close to July anyway. So July 4th holiday is right around the corner, so it moves fast these days.
Yeah, not to mention you got an all-star game you're going to have to put on for two days, too.
It's exciting to be able to actually dive a little bit more into the all-star game planning, and we're going to have some amazing stuff going on for that. We're really thrilled to be able to host it, and I think that we're going to show the league, with our fans already, and then amplify it up for the entire league coming here to take a visit for the first time. It's going to be amazing.
That's right. We're going to zhuzh it up, Palm Springs style.
Zhuzh it up. We also have the Cactus Cup that's coming.
That's right.
So we'll be doing some college hockey next year, too. So it's going to be a lot of hockey still to come, you guys.
Yeah,
there's never a problem with that.
No.
And we got basketball coming as well.
Lakers are coming.
For 2 games this year.
2 games.
Yeah.
So for those of you that missed it last time, twice as nice.
Twice as nice. Big concerts you're really excited about that's coming. We know Eric Clapton's going to be huge. Who else we got?
I'm excited about Kings of Leon. So having them come is going to be fantastic. As I already gave away, maybe I'm the New Kids on the Block fan around here. So, actually, when I was moving out here, I was driving through and I ran into the New Kids on the Block in El Paso, Texas, randomly, driving
as one does.
Yes. And they had never been to Palm Springs, so they were very excited.
Wait, not a single kid on the block?
Not a single kid has been on any of the blocks here in Palm Springs. So they're pretty excited to get out here because it's not very often at this stage of a career that most people haven't played certain markets at this point.
So just for the folks at home that don't really understand how encompassing your job is. Okay, so we're talking about the concerts, certainly a big part of that, the promoting of that. You've got all the hockey. You do all the TV stuff for us as well. you've got a whole lot on your plate, and frankly, only so many hours in the day.
That is, how do I do it?
Beyond, you need a bigger plate. Beyond Grant and I being the divas that we are, what is the most challenging part of your job?
I think it's a lot of the time management, right? So I oversee marketing, front office operations, which is really community, box office, sales rolls up. There's a sponsorship piece that has to be factored into everything that we do. Broadcast, game presentation. So really, I kind of have my fingers all over everything. But I'm really fortunate. We have a great team that helps make that stuff happen. But for me, it's a balance of time and what fire needs to be put out the fastest. So, and that's always an ever-changing, which plate is spinning, which plate's starting to slow down. So we just have to keep the pace going.
And making sure I'm okay.
Looking ahead.
Making sure that I'm okay. All three.
You have 24 hours in a day. You don't need sleep.
All right, that's Gina Rotolo, everybody, Vice President of Marketing. Gina, thank you as always for your time. If we go to overtime, you will be seeing Gina again. She knows our go-to interview whenever we go to overtime. Thanks, Gina. All right, Hockey Night Coachella Valley. When we come back, stick around.
Are you certain that's just the wind? Mm-hmm. Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. When you order promo products for your next event, you'll need to be absolutely certain they arrive on time. That's why you choose 4imprint. Experts who'll get it done right. Delivered on time, guaranteed. Count on certainty at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
At SimpliSafe, your safety is the only thing that matters. We designed smarter ways to detect motion for fast emergency response. We create HD cameras so you could see what's happening in your home from anywhere. All powered by Fast Protect technology. Exclusively from SimpliSafe for faster police response. Now install our advanced system your way. Have a pro set it up or easily do it yourself. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest-lasting AA battery.
Do you have difficulty hearing your TV? Or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from Nano hearing aids. Other hearing aids are expensive and cost thousands of dollars. But if you call now, you can get 2 Nano CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids ever again. The Nano CIC rechargeable hearing aid is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. And they offer superior noise reduction and a tiny in-the-ear design that is nearly invisible. And best of all, they are incredibly affordable. Call now and get 2 Nano CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297 or opt into our payment plan of 4 easy interest-free payments. Plus, if you call now, we'll add a portable charging dock and your shipping is absolutely free. The Nano hearing aids come with outstanding lifetime customer support and a 45-day money-back guarantee. Supplies are limited, so you must act now.
Call 1-800-411-5033. That's 1-800-411-5033.
Life moves at the speed of hockey. But you can count on Enterprise, home or away, to always be there with the assist. No matter where the game takes you. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
Set for period 3 in Acrisure Arena. The Firebirds and the Bears all even. One aside here in Game 5 in a 2-2 series. Just coming off of the first scoreless period of this series. Now we're underway in the third. The winner will take a 3-2 series lead. And 2 opportunities to close it out in Hershey. Monday and a necessary Wednesday. Bears come through center. Snively tries to get a pass through for Ethan Frank. Blocked through by Fleury. Sudanichra's knocked down by Massey. Fleury picks it up. Puts it to the opposite wall for Hayden. Hayden will jump it on in. Shepard out of his goal to come play it for the Bears. And again, the opening minutes, opening shifts of a period, so crucial in terms of setting the zone. Hayden for Hughes Router. Comes in the corner, knocks the puck free. Firebirds can't get it to the front of the net. Now Winterton battling for it. Comes around to the right wing side for Connor Carrick. It skips past him. And racing back through center is Riker Evans. He'll get it for the Firebirds. Right, dumps it in. Octel. Plays it in his own zone for Limoges. On the line comes Logan Day. Wrist shot save. Drieger rebounds there. Limoges shoots, save Drieger again. 2 big stops from Drieger inside the first 120 of his third period.
Yeah, a couple of really good saves by Chris, and a couple of opportunities to get the puck out where they didn't quite finish it. And when you don't get the puck outside your blue line, it ends up turning into a couple opportunities for Hershey.
Bears get through center. Rubinski over the Firebirds line. He'll get it back. He's put to the boards by McCormick. Vinen off the glass for Lynn. Comes free to center ice off the bench. Here's Leighton Rowe. Rowe left circle to the front of the net. No one available. Comes for Vinen. His shot over top of the cage. High glass. And out to center. Vinen the other way. Morrison a drop pass. Leighton Rowe. Some pressure on him from Lieberman. Ristnichenko only one there for Hershey against the near side boards. And the Bears get through center ice. They'll dump it to the corner. Schultz, skate to stick for Fleury. Triniev on his tail. And it's Hedman for Coachella Valley. Nestling it to the blue line, but not out. Strome keeps it there. Strome around for Sutter. Another fail cleared for the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Seen that a few times already in the hockey game. Discarded sticks blowing down the puck now. Fleury for Rode. Slides been out there for quite a bit. Rode will put a pass in search of Balansa. A good twisting move by Prisky brings it to the neutral zone for Matt Strome. Strome tosses it in deep. Olofsson reverses it around. Triniev, long reach, handles it for Hershey. Left wing side for Matt Strome in the offensive zone. He'll find Riley Sutter along the perimeter. Sutter, pressured by Melanson, pumped out to center. This group's been out there for quite a bit for Coachella Valley. This is icing against the Bears, and will give the Firebirds finally a chance to get some fresh legs on.
It gives the Firebirds a little breather after some zone time where they had the opportunity to get a couple of pucks out, but just weren't able to get it past the blue line.
Yeah, and I like the pucks on net, Jersey, here to start, but maybe not so perimeter pucks on net, right? Like you're shooting from way outside the circles. Try to continue to get the volume of shots on if you're the Firebirds that you had in that first period and into the second, but shift it a little bit more and challenge Shepherd to smidge more on this one.
Yeah, you know what? You don't mind shots from the perimeter, but you got to have guys going to the net when you do shoot from the perimeter.
Off the face-off, a bouncing puck saved by Shepherd. Cleared away by the Hershey defense. Hayden jams it along in behind the net. Sutter gets it back for Hershey. Reversing it for Logan Day. Octel trying to get it out. Good play by Evans to keep it moving. Student H in a little bit of trouble down the wing. He sticks with it. Student H tries to drive to the net. Shepherd got a piece. Puts it in front of the net again by Shore. And couldn't get right in front of the cage. Shore battles. Tries to put it on net. Bounces behind the net. Octel for Riker Evans, who keeps it alive. Evans a second chance to keep it alive as well. Does it. And now Day for the Bears. Escapes the zone.
Love that play by Short from back behind the net, trying to just stuff it in and use the bank off of Shepherd's back to get the greasy goal.
Yeah, you've got bodies in the crease. Throw it in the crease. Hopefully it hits a leg, a skate. As long as it ends up in the back of that net.
You don't ask how, just how many, right, buddy?
Especially playoff time. All about the results. Firebirds dump it to the right wing corner. Mickey Lieberman back to get it for Hershey. Power move by him to get to the front of the net. They'll get it out for Snively. Now Lieberman joins the rush. Lieberman drops it back. Snively turns and shoots. A bouncing puck. It is knocked away by Drieger. Olofsson gathers. Left wing corner. Hughes. Out to the neutral zone. Winterton tucks it in deep. No icing. McElrath retrieves for the Bears. Turnover. Chance in front. Winterton score! Ryan Winterton! And the Firebirds are on top of the third!
That great forecheck again sets up another goal as they get in on Dylan McElrath. He throws it up. Cam Hughes intercepts it. And a great crash to Wayne Winterton, who just one-times it. And Hunter Shepherd has no chance.
Well, I love the pressure by Shane Wright down low here. puts it on in the corner, forces that play. By his aggression there, that makes McElrath have to do something with the puck because he doesn't want to turn it over right there. That's a really smart heads-up play by Shane Wright. Didn't necessarily touch much of the puck, but he forced that turnover.
Big response shift now for the Bears as they try to even things. A wrist shot blocked in front. Rebound try. Drieger the save, and a smart play by Drieger. Doesn't let that go in any longer. He'll reel it in and hang on for the whistle.
Yeah, smart, really smart play by Chris Drieger. Slow things down a little bit because now this is the most important shift after you score. Is you've got to continue the momentum. You know Hershey's going to push, so you've got to put the pucks in all the good places. Make sure you do all the little things right.
What a series for Ryan Winterton. 5th goal of the postseason is 10 points. His 4th goal of the series. And here's Cameron Hughes getting involved. Another assist for him. And a great read as McElrath gave it right to him. And in the postseason, you don't see many mistakes like that. So you have to be opportunistic if the Firebirds were there.
Great block right there by Lynn. Got a piece of that.
Shore battles in the corner. Out to center for Lynn. A quick pass to Max McCormick. Gets to the red. Opposite corner jump in as Lynn and Prisky chased it down. McCormick. So loose for Morrison. Put behind the net for Prisky. Jumped a bit. Prisky tried to sell a hold call. Referees tell them to keep it moving.
Grant, that's what we're talking about from Hughes, right? It's little things like that that kind of just get you going a little bit. Changes puck luck a smidge. Maybe he finds one on his stick.
Yeah, and that's all you want. That's that puck luck thing where you go in, you make a good forecheck, you get a turnover, you make one pass, a one-timer back in the net in your own zone. The forward supporting the defenseman to make sure that puck gets out.
And he feels confidence now, too, with that. That's an energizer.
Wrist shot up top and the glove saved by Drieger. That was a heavy wrister from the right side. Drieger kept him in front of him, knocked it down with the glove, and we'll take a break. The Firebirds on top for the second time in the game. Ryan Winterton, his 4th of the series. Coachella Valley up by 1 as Game 5 continues after this. Hockey Night Coachella Valley. We'll be right back.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using Safelite. Tell the people why you haven't done it already, my man. It started off as a chip and grew into a crack, and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I went ahead and scheduled an appointment online at Safelite.com. Told them to meet us here at the beach.
Let's get started.
Oh, Safelite repair.
Safelite replace. Yeah! Schedule free mobile service at Safelite.com.
Safelite repair, Safelite replace.
When you're cooking on a Blackstone, you get a better cooking experience. You'll have bigger adventures and become part of the outdoor cooking revolution. With your Blackstone, you'll love every breakfast, lunch, and dinner you create. From fast and fun to low and slow. Cook anything, anytime, anywhere. Go to your nearest Blackstone retailer or blackstoneproducts.com now and make everything better on a Blackstone.
Firebirds take the lead. Ryan Winterton, a wrist shot, glove side on Hunter Shepard. He knew he was in trouble there. Went right down after that puck went in. As the Firebirds capitalize on a Dylan McElrath turnover.
Yeah, great job by Shane Wright going right at Dylan McElrath. McElrath thought he was going to get hit. Coughed up the puck quickly. Cam Hughes supporting Shane Wright going in. Is in the perfect spot to pick that pass off. And Ryan Winterton seeing that. Going to the net. Puck comes out to him. And he doesn't stop it and then shoot it. Just one time. It doesn't give Hunter Shepard a chance to get set.
It's those mistakes we're talking about, and little things like that are the game changers. And now the clock, you start to look at it a little bit. You know, you get to that halfway mark, and you kind of hold on a little tighter maybe if you're the Hershey Bears. So the next goal's a big one.
If there is one.
Zach.
This is icing against the Firebirds right off the face-off with 13:51.
Now's when the time puck management becomes super important. You've got to get pucks outside of your blue line. And when you get to the neutral zone, you've got to make sure pucks go in deep and force Hershey to have to go 200 feet to get any kind of an opportunity.
Face off to Drieger's left. Sold out crowd at Acrisure Arena.
And they are loud, Piv.
That they are. It's the last game here at the Bird Barn, regardless of how things go tonight. Bittersweet, to say the least. Last home game for head coach Dan Bilesma as well. Good video tribute for him as a shot saved by Drieger. And these fans at the edge of their seat every time the puck gets close to 60 in blue. Logan Day from behind his own net for Hershey. Most important, 13 minutes coming up for the Firebirds in this postseason. Triniev, left side for Lieberman. Evans finds a bouncing puck in his own zone. Firebirds fail to get it out once again. Here's Lieberman. Fakes the shot, lets it go. Drieger makes the save. Had to look behind him, but he had it. A little bit of chaos in the blue paint following the whistle.
Yeah, every time he stops the puck, this is how it's going to be, so you better buckle up.
And again, the Firebirds fail to get the puck out of the zone, leading to another chance for Hershey.
Yeah, and it's the little things. You got to win the battles along the boards. You got to make sure that pucks get out of your zone, and when you don't, Hershey's thriving off of that. That's where they're getting their scoring opportunities from. And you have to expect that Hershey's going to make a big push on the forecheck here. You're down a goal in the most important game of this series so far. You know they're going to be pinching down hard, so you got to make sure you get pucks chipped past their defenseman and into the neutral zone.
Yeah, they're going to start creeping them in for sure, Grant.
12:59 to go in the third. 2-1 Firebirds in Game 5. Out of height. Behind his net for Jimmy Schultz. Student-H. That stayed in for a brief moment, and then Strom couldn't control it. It's all about puck possession here for Coachella Valley. And a pivotal part of this hockey game. 12:40 to go in the third period. Mickey Lieberman for Triniev. He'll pounce it out to center. Schultz away for Student-H. Firebirds will dump it back down. Controlled defensive game for the Firebirds is what they need here in the third period. Flurry for Schultz. Student-H flips it, gets it out. And they'll take 12 more minutes of that.
Simplicity, exactly. Just get the puck out of the zone, reset and regroup. If you have a good scoring opportunity, you can go ahead and take it. But don't do anything that's going to expose your backside.
No, there's no forcing it now. If it happens, it happens.
Yep. Here's Lynn, left circle shot. Blocked in front. See right in front of Shepard. And Lynn couldn't fire it through. Snively off the wing. Good play by Fleury. Reverses it out to center. No icing either. It's a one-goal game, but again, an icing is not the end of the world if need be. Hamann-Octel left circle. He scores! Harvey Hamann-Octel wires one top shelf on Drieger, and the Bears get it right back. It's 2-2.
Yeah, that one kind of looked like a harmless play, and I'm not sure Chris Drieger expected him to shoot that.
Neither did I.
It probably one that Chris might want back. But at the same time, it doesn't change the way you play. You still continue to play hard and battle through.
Maybe he lost that in the skates. I believe it was Fleury.
That's just not a shot I saw Octel taking either. I mean, he was up against the boards on the left-hand side. Wasn't even looking to cut in and looking to dump. And then he just wired one.
So the Bears get their momentum back. Penalty here against Hershey, though. It's going to be a trip against Logan Day. The Firebirds go to the power play right after surrendering the tying goal. Oh, a little smooth foot there, too.
Well, this is where you get to build your momentum back. If your power play can cash in here, then you get the momentum back in the play again.
Then he stepped right into Melanson and got him with his left foot on the back of Melanson's foot, taking him down. So the Firebirds for the second time on the power play in the hockey game, trying to restore their lead. 11:27 to go in the third period. It's 2-2.
I mean, a power play goal here would just be absolutely massive. And I know that's stating the obvious, but goodness.
Mac McElrath pushes it around. Here is Cole Wynn. Getting it going for the Firebirds on the man advantage. Brought to you by Spotlight 29 Casino. Evans with a shot blocked in front. Settled down by Lynn to the right circle. McCormick behind the goal line. Tries to feed it out in front. That got blocked by Hamid Octel, who tied the game a short time ago. Sutter clears it all the way down the ice. The Firebirds power play starts with 30 seconds, no shots, and a reset.
Yeah, and again, you have to be patient. You can't try and force pucks into places where there's no opportunity. You've got the man advantage, so you can move the pucks around to get the opportunity that you're looking for.
Brisky bumps it around. Rubinski with the clear for Hershey. Firebirds only with one power play goal in this series. 1 for 14 coming into this one. Firebirds have been a team that's been opportunistic with their power plays during the regular season and even into the playoffs. Percentage wasn't awfully high, but the goals they did get were in big points. Points of the game. Here's Triniev one-on-one shorthanded. Turns to the corner. Triniev killing some clock for his team. And will maneuver it back out to the neutral zone.
Well, the other thing is, if you don't cash in on this power play, that momentum switches back into Hershey's favor as they'll get a lift from killing the penalty.
Blurry up ice for Hayden. Hayden. Right wing into the corner. McElrath sends it around the wing. Pass. Cameron Hughes at the left point, and another clear for Hershey. Making quick work of this Firebirds man advantage. 9 seconds left on Fleury. Drops it through center for Carrick. Carrick works his way over the blue line. Right side comes Logan Morrison. Morrison from a tough angle. Dances along behind the Bears net. Puts it out in front. Pass down low. Looking for Winterton there was Carrick. That wouldn't go. Puck deflects to center. And now Ryan Winterton pulls it inside of his own zone for Jimmy Schultz. Schultz ropes it on in. Massey waiting on it. Good play along the boards by Studenich. He'll find Winterton in the corner on his backhand. Winterton got his team the lead early in the period. Now Studenich with a shot, and Shepard swallows it up. With 8:55 to go in the third period. Teams have exchanged goals in the third, and we're still even in Game 5. Series tied at 2, game tied at 2. Back after this as Hockey Night Coachella Valley rolls on.
It's all about putting in the work. I prepare the same way for the long haul. Tono gives you all those stats to be able to say, okay, let's do this now. It's all about just training your mind to be as great as you can. Tono, be your strongest.
Backbone One. Turn your mobile phone into a gaming console. No console required.
We were wondering if anything happened to us.
We want you to take the kids.
Doesn't count. What you need is a will, something you can sign and make official. Start your will at trustandwill.com and make it count.
At AcrisurArena.com. Coach Dan Boswell looking on his final game, coaching here at Acrisure Arena as the Firebirds bench boss. 2-2 game, 8:55 to go in the third period. This one has been a tight contest as expected in a pivotal game number 5.
Yeah, most definitely. There's been lots of momentum shifts. Both teams have played extremely well in this hockey game, and it's what you would expect in a game that's as important as this one is in this series.
Bears scored with under a second to go in the first period to tie the game. Firebirds got the lead back early in the third from a goal from Ryan Winterton. And then Harvey Hamid Octel with a wrist shot that fooled everyone. Has this game tied up at 2. Evan Pimnick, Grant Fuhrer, Nick Guzmandi, Gino Lamont. Devin Shore races back in his own zone. He'll flip it past the red line. McElrath gains it back, and that's a little bit of pressure off the back of the captain of the Hershey Bears doing McElrath. His giveaway led to the Firebirds at the time go-ahead goal. Lieberman almost ran into Devon Shore. McElrath flips it to center ice, past Snively. Clear lane for Connor Carrick to get to it. Carrick for Gustav Olofsson. Dubé steps on the puck. Now Snively twisting it down low for Huntington. Tough pass inside the Firebirds defensive zone. Almost comes back to bite.
Yet again, you can never be too careful with the puck in your own zone.
Morrison with a shot off a stick out of play. 7:55 to go in the third period. 2-2.
And again, it comes down to that puck management deal, where you don't want to put your teammate in a bad spot with a bad pass in your own zone. You want to make sure that you make the simple plays and keep pucks out of the middle of the ice in the defensive zone.
Don't force it. Just find that right play, Grant.
Bears cleared off the glass. Knocked down by Lind. McCormick to the corner with Morrison. Off the boards come the Bears. Limoges. They'll backhand it to center ice. Logan Day jumps all the way down. Dubé pokes it around the wing. Limoges trying to work it around the wing for Massey. And Morrison leads it through center for Riker Evans. Evans in over the red. Fights off a check. Spain got the worst of it. Evans down low for Morrison. In tight looking for Lynn. Broken up. Rebound. Drive through the goal mouth. Lynn with a good look, but couldn't net it home past Shepard. Now it's Carrick with a wrist shot. Bounces to the corner. Limoges is there first for Hershey. He'll slide it around the back of the cage for Prisky. Firebirds are changing on the play. And the only one in the zone for checking was Max McCormick.
Lind had it, and he knew it.
It was there, but a good forecheck again. Max McCormick does a great job of being patient on the forecheck, and it allows his line mates to get a change.
6:48 to go in the third period. All even at 2. Rusnachenko trying to draw a call. Comes up empty there.
Anybody else nervous on that one?
Vecchione muscled through center ice. Rubinski dumps it to the opposite corner. Otavainen around the wing for Hughes. Hughes trying to work past Vecchione. Good play at the blue line by Lieberman. They set it up in front. Rusnachenko couldn't get it. Now the Firebirds skate the other way. Pass up ice for Wright. He'll try to split with the defense. Wright at the right circle, poked away. The last moment by Haman Octel. Firebirds get it behind the net. Hughes tries to drive it across on a good play. Right on the doorstep. Vecchione stole it. Cleared away for Hershey with 6:05 to go in the third period in a 2-2 game. Winterton drives it inside the zone. Shepard out of his cage to play it. Around the wing for Haman Octel. Good read by Leighton Road. He sends it around the boards for McElrath. Hit by Melanson, and the Firebirds fans appreciate that effort. Now it's Olofsson. Out to the neutral zone for Leighton Road. Road dumps it to the right wing corner. Henman at the half boards on the opposite end. Sutter trying to skate away from Melanson. Melanson cuts up top. Goes to the high slot. His shot deflects up and out of play. But a good turn of momentum here for Coachella Valley in a 2-2 game. 5:25 to go in the third. We take a break. Conclusion of the third coming up when we come back. Hockey Night Coachella Valley continues.
Let your feet take you wherever your spirit wants to go. The one and only Hurricane helps you navigate any surface so you can go anywhere your heart desires. Redesigned from top to bottom, it truly stands alone. Now you can walk easier down whatever path you choose. Move forward with confidence at hurricane.com. Also available at Walmart and walmart.com.
These are all keepers. Store more, share more. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us and get a great deal on iPad and Apple Watch SE. Connect with AT&T.
2-2, 5:25 to go in the third period. So the series is at. It's where the game is at. Regardless of the outcome, this will go back to Hershey for 2 straight. Firebirds hoping that they can take a 3-2 lead on the road. Or to the road, and the Bears trying to take that lead to home ice.
Yeah, most definitely. You want to go into Hershey with a 3-2 lead. Right, I've played in some 2-3-2s, and it's tough going back to the opposition's building down a game. So it's something that the Firebirds definitely want to do. They want to find a way to win this game.
Well, if last game was a must-win for the Hershey Bears, I would say the same to be moderately true for this Firebirds club.
Oh, face off to the right of Shepard. Offensive zone draw for Coachella Valley. 2-2 game, one on back by Hershey. McElrath flips it to center. Otto Vinen has a tough time gloving it down. Shane Wright will come out and help him. Schultz up the boards, off the stick of Lind. McElrath will try to milk it for icing, but the puck slows down and he gets there before the goal line. Common Octel. Picked away by McCormick. Lind trying to pick it up, but the pass was behind him. And now Otto Vinen races back inside the final 5 minutes of the third period. All even at 2 in Game 5. Schultz for Otto Vinen. Hayden trying to work it in over the line. LaPierre for Snively. Into the zone comes Prisky. Fleury first to get there for Coachella Valley. Olofsson now turns it north. Prisky handles from his own red line. Chase Prisky. For Ethan Frank. The Bears trying to find a way to the offensive zone. Overskated by Studenich. Good poke check. And now Studenich, one man back. Turns on the Jets. Left circle. Studenich trying to get a pass through. Broken up. Blue line. Olofsson over the drive. Wide of the net. A lot of traffic in front of Shepard there. Firebirds got it off target.
Yeah, John Hayden did a great job going to the front of the net, putting on the screen, and unfortunately for him, the shot missed the net.
Massey takes a bump from Studenich. Frank gets it to center ice for LaPierre. Snively left wing over the line. Trying to feed LaPierre in front. The Bears have tried that play quite a bit in the series. LaPierre using his speed to try to get in front of some Firebirds D-men.
Yeah, he tries to squeeze between them, and if he can get a step on him, he's a hard guy to catch.
3:30 to go in the third. 2-2 here in Game 5. Common Octel tries to move it around. Limoges looking to work back in the offensive zone in front. Huntington, he scores! Jimmy Huntington gives the Bears a 3-2 lead with 3:15 left in the third period.
Yeah, and again, they beat the back checker back, and it creates an odd man rush and wide open.
Same play again.
Same play. They've got the extra guy coming up, and he's beating the forward back. And when you beat the forward back, it creates odd man numbers against the defenseman. And again, it ends up in the back of the net.
Well, Limoges with the play there, too, to set that up, and just a little bit of patience, and they talked about it, and that's where that look came from. That's a design play by them. Smart through the neutral zone, and then patience as soon as they cross over to the offensive zone, and Huntington's got 2 tonight.
So now the Firebirds to the hill to climb in the third period. Late. 3:06 to go. Common Octel. Knocked down in the corner, stutter. Schultz now for McCormick. Firebirds having trouble clearing the zone. Triniev shoots. Save made by Drieger. Firebirds all sorts of discombobulated here in the third period.
Yeah, they've come a little unraveled here in the third period. We're going to have to find a way to glue this back together and salvage this one.
Huntington battles against the boards. Lind. McCormick around the glass. Schultz down the wing. Can't get by Rubinski. Rubinski will clear it down inside the Firebird zone. 2:20 to go in the third period. 3-2 Hershey. Hayden working it over the line for Shore in the corner. Drieger stays put for now. As we approach 2 minutes to go. Carrick can't keep it in. Kale Fleury. Center ice over the line for Carrick. Misses everybody. Icing against the Firebirds with 1:50 left in the third.
Well, again, you're in that period now where you've got to throw caution to the wind and almost have to cheat to the offensive side of things now to try and make something happen. For 50 minutes of this hockey game, you played an extremely good hockey game, but a couple of breakdowns and all of a sudden you find yourself chasing.
Well, Firebirds win it back in their own zone. With 1:45 to go. And a one-goal game. 3-2 Hershey. Carrick drives into the zone. There goes Drieger to the bench. Logan Day. Firebirds are offside. Hughes disputes it, but he was a step behind the blue.
And again, they were kind of fortunate there. They got dumped in, but there was nobody going for the puck. And had the Bears defenseman taken a look, he had a clean lane to shoot that down at the empty net.
.130 to go in the third period. Firebirds will keep Drieger on the bench. Huge face-off for Shane Wright. The Firebirds win the face-off. Hughes trying to find his way through. A quick clear for Hershey. Starter races back. Lynn has to make a quick effort to defend it away from him with 1:20 to go. Extra attacker for the Firebirds. 6-on-5. Down by 1. Lynn to the right wing corner. McElrath gets bumped a bit. Lynn tries to flip it loose. In front right, shoots, and that one goes off of Shepard and out of play. Maybe I think it actually hit the stick of Hamid Octel.
Yeah, I think it hit Octel in front of the net. He got the stick in the shooting lane, and unfortunately for Shane Wright, that stop it and shoot it allowed Octel to get his stick in that shooting lane.
Timeout coming for the Firebirds right now.
Whiteboard is out. Firebirds have played well once again tonight. And they find themselves down by a goalie.
Yeah, it's been 55 minutes of good hockey. And unfortunately for them, the mistakes are coming back, biting them. It happened the other night. It's happening again in this one.
Well, the Firebirds will host their watch party for Game 6 and, if necessary, Game 7 at Acrisure Arena starting Monday. 4 o'clock puck drop on the Pacific time. Doors open at 3. The event is free and open to the public. All ages welcome. Free parking, drink specials, food specials, merchandise, and more. No RSVP or ticket is necessary. And seating is in select sections only. Up 6-on-5, down by a goal with 1:03 to go. Shane Wright on the face-off. Wins it back, but the Bears get to it. Strome trying to clear, can't get it loose. McElrath around the boards. The Bears find a lane to clear, and Evans chases it back inside of his own zone. Inside the final minute now, period 3. Evans jumps it through for Hughes. 40 seconds to go. Right wing corner dump in. Hamid Octel can't get around Lynn. Puck behind the net. McCormick off the stick of Triniev. Triniev off the glass all the way down. And this will be just enough for icing. Thought that might have slowed up late here in the third period. 27 seconds to go. Bears on top 3-2 in Game 5.
Yeah, and here is the importance of a face-off. If you're going to get an offensive opportunity, it's a must-have. I mean, it doesn't matter how you do it, but you have to find a way to win this face-off.
Wright and Sutter in the dock. Wright wins it. Evans trying to work it down the wing. It's intercepted by Sutter. Another clear for Hershey. Another icing for the Bears. This time with 17 seconds to go. As the Firebirds see the clock just dwindle down. 3-2 Hershey in Game 5. So the only scoreless period of this series. Firebirds led in shots 15-4 in that one.
Yeah, lots of shots, but not a lot of great opportunities. And it's one of those that you have to find a way, win a faceoff, and get a puck to the net.
Wright trying to win it forward. Hughes poked off his stick. 13 seconds to go. Empty net still for Coachella Valley. Wright in the corner. Wright knocked down from behind by Sutter. Puck in the corner again for the Bears, and that will do it here in the third period. And the Hershey Bears storm back with 2 goals in the third period and take a 3-2 series lead back to Chocolate Town. And these two teams won't go quietly into the night. This is pure frustration here for the Firebirds. In a game they led 2-1 early on in the third period. The Bears get 2 quick ones. And now McCormick and Hunter drop the gloves in the corner, or at least McCormick does. But a tough loss to swallow here for the Coachella Valley Firebirds, who have a lot of work in front of them. Got to win 2 on the road now. Game 6, Monday night in Hershey.
Yeah, it's going to be heavy lifting, but it's a team that can do it. It's a very good road team that can definitely find a way to win a couple of hockey games, but you got to take it one period at a time and just win each 20-minute session.
Bears win it 3-2. Second straight game they won by that score. If you go back to last season, 3-2 was the final in Game 7. So the Bears know how to win in this building by that score, 3-2. Firebirds fall tonight and now are down in the series 3-2. So the Firebirds on Monday, Game 6 between them and the Bears back at the Giants Center. Coachella Valley trying to find their way back in the series. We'll have the postgame show coming up next with Gino, Grant, and Nick as Hockey Night Coachella Valley continues.
Party like it's 1995 at Spotlight 29.
Thanks so much for watching our coverage of the AHL playoffs. Stay tuned to NHL Network as we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.
Right there. You won't see it much better than that. That is a spotlight moment on Broadway. This building is buzzing at the moment. A highlight reel goal. Are you watching this? Barkov with a good play. Great stick there by Fogle. Here's the empty net, and it's in. It's Ryan McLeod.